bitch. Uh-oh. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. Let's try that again. Sofabab, bab, bab, bab. Sofabab, bab, 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 bab. Bab, 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 Sofabab show. Sofabab, I love you like a dog loves a shoe. Sofabab, you're our show. It's so fine. Now you know. Oh, welcome to the Sofabab show. I finally got smart and muted you guys during the music.
There you go.
I don't know. I never thought of that before. What a dummy. Well, welcome to the Sofabab show. This is, what is this, the 16th? Remote cast, episode 64. Yeah, that's good enough. I'm Patrick. That's Paul. That's Matt. That's Matt. That's Chris. That's good enough. Paulie B on the 303.
Howdy.
You don't look blue.
Nah, for the audience, I had a rock climbing accident where I chipped my tooth.
Rock climbing, meaning he was...
Rib or two, and I think I broke my wrist.
I didn't know you were a rock climber.
Hell, I was out with his brother and his friends, and they were just like climbing and hiking and shit.
Can I hear the whole story in depth?
I'll tell you the story. Let me tell you the story. He was walking and he tripped on the curb. That's his rock climbing, or he tripped over a pebble.
Yeah.
Hey, Matthew, is that your headphone? Is that your headphone right there, Matthew?
Yeah.
That's hanging down now? Your other one?
Me?
No.
Which one?
Or is it just plugged into your computing device?
Who are you talking to, Diaz or Herman?
Matthew. Diaz, he knows.
No, I'm good.
No, I mean, are they in both your ears?
No, yeah.
I think that one's picking up. Throw it behind your shoulder.
Really? My bad.
Yep, it's gone.
My bad.
Those things are intense. How good they are.
Yeah, that's weird, huh?
Yeah.
My bad.
So he tripped on the curb, and he almost died.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to go see Rose, or go to Rose after this.
Fuck yeah.
Just
you know your priorities, dude. Get the podcast done first.
Fuck yeah, dude. I mean, if I didn't have work I had to finish up, I could have done the show from the hospital.
That ciggy looks good. I've been craving a ciggy all day today for some reason.
There you go.
It's good stuff right there.
I need to go.
Fuck that.
You're missing out, bro.
You need a blunt, dude. That's all you need.
Yeah, I don't get paranoid after I smoke ciggies. I do after I smoke entire blunts. My brother and I were born with nicotine in our blood.
Yep, we were conceived with nicotine in the egg and sperm.
Yeah, it was in the sperm and the vulva.
The vulva.
So, you know.
Isn't that just the pussy face?
Did your mom smoke while she was pregnant with you guys?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, sure.
She used to light her cigarettes with the pamphlet that said don't smoke when you're pregnant. She would just light that on fire and then light her
Just drink
ciggies.
coffee and smoke cigarettes the entire time.
That's how I could tell if my parents were awake at night. As like I would look in their
it
room
smell
and
like
you could see the burning.
Oh, pamphlets.
No, the end of the cigarette, the ember. So I would look in there, and if I could see an ember, I knew they were awake. Because all they did was smoke ciggies. Well, I'm sorry you don't feel good there, Paul. Are you drinking out of a child's cup because of it?
Yeah, no, a Gatorade. It sucks, man. I
Ah.
whistle when I talk sometimes now.
Dude,
Like that happened earlier today.
I bet. That sucks.
Oh man.
This is all like injury. Like that's a scrape.
Yeah,
It just
you
looks
look-
like running blood.
You look progressively worse every time I see you. Like,
Yeah, what the
Oh,
hell?
I know, man.
we should do a still shot of every goddamn
Oh,
podcast
fuck.
we've ever done, and just do a series of Paul. And I mean, we're not too far off from just a fucking gravestone, I think.
Oh, Jesus.
Haven't you
Wait,
seen?
no, man. I need to start living my life more carefully.
What's gonna be your wake-up call? Jesus,
Yeah.
you've broken
I
every
got
bone in
this-
your body on every. You know.
I got this scar from being knifed. I got this scar from being knifed. I got this scar from being knifed.
Yeah. So my best advice is quit talking to people. Completely, unless it's through Zoom or podcast form.
Like the one time I did hang out with you downtown, Paul, you almost got in a fight too.
Really?
Yeah, whenever me, you, and Amanda went to the protest. Remember on the way
How did I
back?
almost get into a fight?
On the way back, some drunk guy threw something, and you like stopped to argue with him. And I, went,
Oh, nice.
I was just like, let's just keep going.
Nice.
Nick had the same thing
He's
where
got to keep going. Just keep going.
he kept
Yeah.
getting in fights and stuff, and he knocked out his front tooth, Nick, like completely knocked
Uh-huh.
out. And then his dad paid for him to get a new tooth, and then he got in
Yeah.
another fight and got it knocked out immediately.
Damn.
Oh,
and it's
shit.
been gone ever since. So it's fixable.
You gotta take the advice my grandfather gave me, and advice I live to by this day. Don't be mean to anybody unless they're like 90 years old and they're giving you money for pizza.
Oh, nice.
It's funny.
Ouch.
Oh.
Nope, it's
God
true.
damn.
Well, what else has been new?
Not a goddamn thing. I played a Rocksmith. You ever play Rocksmith before? You actually put your guitar into the Xbox.
Really?
Yeah,
Like Guitar Hero type shit?
sort
Wait,
of.
with a real guitar?
Yeah, with a real guitar.
That's pretty badass.
It's interesting. At first, you know, because I've been playing for so many years, I was like, I'll fucking beat everything. And then you just have to learn how to do the interface. So I've been doing the lessons. They're pretty
Yeah.
interesting.
It seems like a pretty cool way to learn.
Are they good?
It's all right. I mean, like the bending exercise, it was pretty easy. It was pretty cool. A lot of
Can
them
you
are.
touch your
Yeah.
toes?
What's that?
Can you touch your toes yet?
I've always been able to touch my toes.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Scales don't help with that.
Oh.
No, but actually, I couldn't touch my toes for a long time because I was doing it wrong. I finally figured out what I was doing wrong. I'm like well into my late 20s, maybe early 30s.
He was,
What do you
he was
mean
trying
you're
to
doing
touch
it
him from put his arms behind him. It's like, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna.
You got to relax at the hip. I was trying to like bend my back. So you relax at your hip and your rump muscle. And anybody could touch their stupid feet.
Uh,
Yeah, I was just too stubborn to do it properly.
nice.
I've been
I
doing
love
Rocksmith. And they have the worst fucking dumb fucking songs on there that I've never heard of, which everyone else has probably heard of.
Yep.
But I tried to play My Generation. Terrible song.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
fuck that song.
I didn't care for it one bit.
That's funny.
I think what they do is they make you want to download the songs you like, and then you start spending money. Which I won't. I'll just play shit songs.
That's funny.
But I have it came with a cable with a USB on it, and I've had this thing for years. And I totally forgot about it. I was going through all my drawers this week.
It's mine.
I picked a different drawer every day, and I cleaned it out and threw away shit. And I made sure to cough on it just in case I got the disease. So when I
That's
bring
how
it
you
to the
do it.
Goodwill, they'll die.
Oh, yeah, so you guys are closed down because of You guys have the corona. You were giving corona to people.
Yeah. Well, we weren't doing it, but
No, we
Not
didn't.
on,
we could have.
not on purpose.
Shop giving us COVID.
It was one of them disgusting old people, is my guess.
Yeah.
Fucking
Bunch of-
assholes.
Bunch of those cocksuckers at the ice cream shop, all lousy with COVID, and we don't want to be anywhere near them.
It's true.
You get the Rocky Road, it's the COVID road.
That's a terrible ice cream, anyways. Anything with fucking nuts in there, ugh.
A pistachio ice cream is pretty good, but this one's got COVID-19 in it. Go ahead, name a flavor. What's your favorite flavor, Diaz Infante?
Oh, I like cookies and cream, probably.
It's like COVID and cream.
Yeah. If you
Bonnie Gray ice cream. Come on down.
That's funny.
those you know which one I liked there? Peppermint. How do you do that? Peppermint and COVID?
No, it's,
Doesn't work as good.
It's just peppermint 19. They know what they're doing over there.
We got to start a theme park
Their
after
ice
all
cream.
this. A COVID theme park, and everything would just be COVID related, like drinks and COVID pretzels.
Oh yeah.
I saw a headline that somewhere in I think it was Alabama, they was throwing parties to see who could get COVID first.
Right, the colleges.
Yeah, I
Oh,
seen
really?
that. Yeah, that was good stuff.
Are they allowed back on
That's
campus?
just good fun. Dude. No, they're just partying, dude.
People that live off house,
College
houses off campus or whatever.
Yeah, brutal.
Just the same thing as when they used to try to catch each other's AIDS, man.
Nice.
Trying to catch herpes, all that stuff.
A
Yeah.
little
Same
different.
thing.
A little different.
Somebody,
Well,
It was a little safer.
one lucky fella got a funnel in the butt that night, and all the girls come by, and it's a HIV roulette.
At least you can fucking jizz when you're trying to get that. I wonder if sometimes I think I have an impacted colon. Ain't nobody getting in there. Not without struggle.
Ah.
But then it might help me and release everything, you know? I don't know. I don't know how the anal sex works.
This one, yeah.
Do girls have
You'd
to go
have-
poo-poo afterwards? Or boys, whoever?
Hopefully before.
So what if she can't go poo-poo? You gotta wait around?
It's usually like a planned thing.
Really?
Nice.
I want my results back so I can go buy a pack of ciggies. Go
You
get
not
me-
left your house?
Huh?
You not left your house or anything?
Well, I've gone to the store a couple times.
Why can't you get ciggies anyways?
Well, if I
You're
have,
good, bro.
I just don't
He's
want
got the
to.
19.
If I end up on a respirator, I don't want a bunch of tar getting in there. It's embarrassing.
No, you didn't see that thing. That was when it first started. It said if you're a smoker, you got a good chance. You're good to go.
Good chance of getting it, or
No, you're good to go. You're gonna live. It's all good. You got strong lungs.
that makes sense.
Yeah, you've been working them out. You're good.
There's an app called GoPuff. They'll deliver cigarettes to you.
Really? I'm not worried about the delivery. I just,
Worried about smoking cigarettes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I've actually, I don't know how I gained the skill, but I've been able to just quit on a whim. I've never been able to do that with cigarettes. And every time, a few days afterwards, you feel like you definitely have a disease because everything's healing or whatever. Mark says
That's
anal
funny.
sex rules. Mark was posting all over Twitter that he must have had sexual intercourse with somebody. 'Cause he says
Yeah,
pipes
well, I
were
seen-
clean.
Yeah, I seen that. His pipes were clean. I told him to wash his hands.
Yeah.
I never
Thanks.
get
I hope she doesn't see it or else he ain't fucking again.
it. Right?
She's
Maybe he
all,
was just a prostitute.
Hey,
That's true.
maybe
Maybe
you
it's Leah James.
ooh.
never know.
You should follow her. She's on our Sofabab
Hopefully whoever
page.
it is doesn't watch this podcast.
That's funny.
She's over here looking for Marcus.
Oi, Bleen. Oh, my neck.
I was driving today, and I saw. I don't know why the people that are into guns and don't tread on me and shit, they have to post it all over their fucking cars. You know what I mean? It's like those really crazy liberal maniacs that have to put,
all the stickers like
Yeah,
coexist.
yeah, and fucking Obama. And
I don't understand bumper stickers in general.
Yeah, keep that shit to yourself, goddammit.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want that on my paint.
Yeah.
No, that's what I was thinking.
Keep the car the way it looks.
And then you take it off and it.
I just don't want. I don't want to have to talk to somebody who thinks that everything I believe in is garbage.
Well, that's the thing. Well, and then this guy got real scared because I started laughing at the guy. Because it was like, look, these are the ammunition I like. And instead of don't tread on me, it was like, go fuck yourself. And then there was all these pictures of guns and fucking then I look over and I'm just laughing at him. And then he gave me this look like, did you see all my bumper stickers? And then there was another one. He's like, I'm going to shoot you. And I've been waiting to shoot somebody a lot. And he had another one saying that he had a fucking angry animal in his car, too, so don't come near it. An angry canine that's trained to kill. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. I've never seen this guy kind of shit before. But he definitely had a cage in the back. I don't know if it was just a scare tactic or what.
Scare tactic, yeah. Just gonna get a cage.
Yeah, is there really an animal in there? I don't believe it. And if you're trying to scare people, get yourself a nice raccoon.
Right.
No one will go near a fucking raccoon if you ask me.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to fuck with a raccoon.
No. I mean, I know how to handle dogs usually. Even like angry dogs, you can usually, unless they're trained to just attack, you can usually be like, stop! And then they're done. They usually just stop.
Well, this is what I think we need to do. Not only to frighten those scary dogs, but to frighten bad police officers. As we start executing police dogs.
Oh.
We're like, this is you next, you cop. Next time you do a naughty. Because I've seen it. You want to talk about the real racist fucking people in the police force. You ever seen them dogs in the old civil rights movement? Holy shit.
Yeah, no
I
kidding.
gotta kill these dogs. There's just a fucking line of them hanging from street lamps all over the city.
No,
Wearing their
that's
police hats like this. Do they have police hats? I think they have police hats.
And those horses, too.
Oh, yeah, kill the fucking horses for sure. Those horses, they're fucking stuck up. I think they're better than regular horses.
Yeah, no shit. Fucking, they go to horse parties later in the day, and they're always like, I got a gun. I'm a cop.
Did you see the video during like the riots whenever they were really bad? Someone stole the police horse.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Just like riding it around in Chicago.
I would have done that. That's
pretty
pretty. That's
kind
good.
of amusing.
Yeah, be careful around them horses. They'll kick you in the fucking face, and your jaw will break like that.
Yeah. Fuck that.
What are they doing? Why are they patrolling a fucking mass demonstration with a horse anyway?
Yeah.
I know, dude. Real weird, huh?
Yeah. This is like 1910s Russia, and it's just a bunch of like Cossacks on horseback just killing peasants.
What would ever be the benefit of having a horse? Being
Well,
a
it's
cop on a horse
usually-
in any city.
I think
Just
New York
walking
has the
down-
most of them.
I don't understand it.
Yeah,
No,
they're just
it's
trotting
stupid.
downtown on a fucking horse.
I never really thought about it, but it's fucking hilarious.
It really is. And that fucking, it can't be good for a horse. Imagine they're used to like dirt and fucking straw and shit, and then you got fucking
And like, if you need to arrest
asphalt
somebody,
and,
you have to call a cop with a car, so you can't.
yeah. Well,
like
they
you
just
put 'em on
drag you
your
behind
horse.
it. Yeah, you can't respect
just-
a horse
Well,
cop.
you just hog tie him, and then tie him to the horse when they bring him in.
I bet you Paul's been arrested by a horse before.
Oh yeah.
You could see that, huh?
Yeah.
Easy.
Not even a cop there. The horse is just like, all
Just
right.
the horse.
Yeah, all right, buddy. Lay down.
Oh yeah.
Is that what happened for real? You got kicked in the face by a horse?
Yep. I was.
Kinda looks
I was
like
having
it.
sex with it.
Ooh, big boy.
It fucked me up.
No, they really do scare the hell out of me, a horse. donkeys.
Yeah.
Those
well,
little
they're
ones.
giant, dude.
Yeah, it's just pure muscle. They'll fucking kill you so fast. Our
Yeah, they will.
so our family, my brother and I, we're handsome, and then we have our other cousin, Jason and John, that get even more handsome, and then there's this other one called Ryder that's like real handsome. And we went over there, and one of them had a horse, and they're like, "Don't fucking go near that goddamn thing." And we're like, "All right, don't worry, we're just drinking all this whiskey."
Damn. I got no desire to meet you. I never wanted to meet a horse.
Hell no.
People are like, "Come meet my horse." I'm like, "No." I was in that country of Costa Rica. My old girlfriend was down there in the Peace Corps one year, and I go down there to visit her in the Peace Corps in Costa Rica, and she's living on some farm, and they had a horse, and she's like, "Let's go talk to the horse." I'm like, "I ain't talking to no fucking horse."
Yeah.
And the best part of that whole trip was they had a bunch of pigs, right? And they didn't know how to kill them good. So they're just like shooting them, and we're sitting in there, and you can hear them squealing and dying real bad.
Yeah, you told me about it. That's awful.
Yeah, I think I got it actually an audio recording of it somewhere. It's pretty.
Ugh.
It's
It didn't
horrific.
stop them from having the Costa Rica sex, though, and run around naked on the beach.
That's true.
Right.
I mean, we didn't fuck while they were screaming.
I bet you did. You just didn't notice.
Yeah. Oy.
You
Oy.
should've. It's right there.
Yeah, I know. That's a natural lubricant as a pig screaming.
Yeah.
Probably is for somebody. Yeah, that's why. I mean, ugh. That's why wouldn't want to have a farm, anyways. That's what the noise they make when they're not being killed is horrible.
Yeah.
Just squealing and fucking ugh. That's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to be around no animals. I don't like being around animals.
I'm fucking done for. I don't want no more goddamn animals. I'm dead serious. Fuck this shit. People think I'm
That's
kidding.
it, huh?
I'm like, this is it. I don't care. I don't care if I fucking end up having a kid and they're like, I want a thing, and I'll just leave. I'll leave my whole
That's it.
family. I don't care if I fucking have some wife down the road that wants an animal. I don't give a shit. No more animals. I'm fucking tired of it.
Done.
Unless
By the way,
if they just
you've
promise
certainly-
you they'll die in their sleep or something, that's fine. But all the rest of it is horrible. I mean, what satisfaction do you get out of them? They show you a little bit of love, but otherwise it's pure disdain. They truly hate you.
It's slavery.
It really is. And you're only interested in them the first week you have them. And then it's like, holy shit, they live a long time.
Oh, man.
I can't. I was thinking about it. Imagine all the money, because I had the dog and 5 fucking cats after we moved in here. Do you know the money just in food alone?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh,
And then they all fucking get sick. And then they all fucking shit and piss everywhere. So you got to buy cleaners. You got to
Yeah.
go take them to the fucking vet. And the vet knows that you'll do it unless you're really cold-hearted. They'll just they're like, yeah, $50,000. Just making up numbers, and everybody's like, okay, I love my dog. I'll do it. You know what I mean?
So they're just throwing them out there.
So food, and then think about water. Water costs money.
Yeah, I had to spend $1,500 at the beginning of this quarantine shit.
You had to cut the dog's toe off, right?
Yeah.
Did you save it on a
Oh, you
necklace?
could've done it.
No.
You should have saved it on a necklace. I think that $1,500 bought you a necklace.
Right? They didn't even give me the option.
Well, too bad Paul didn't fuck his face up beforehand, because now he's got a regular cigar cutter in his mouth.
Oh,
no kidding.
Jesus.
Little swisher.
You could have you could have bit your dog's toe off for nothing.
Oh, yeah.
It hurts, man. Everything hurts.
I think you got
Right
hit
then.
by a car. I think that's what happened.
I wish I got hit by a car.
He was rock climbing.
I think he got hit by
Yeah.
a car that wasn't supposed to be on the mountain. So your
Right.
dog's doing better now, Matt?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
He's back to running and stuff.
You had to spend that Trump money, didn't you?
Basically, yeah.
Don't tell Trump. Dude, you know how he sent everybody that letter? Like, you see that money I gave you? How cool am I? You know that letter? And he signed it and
Yeah.
shit. There's another
Yeah.
one that I just got that was like, Trump's plan for the COVID. He has to put his name on everything. It can't just be like, it can't just be, hey, don't do this and don't do that. It's like Trump says. It's fucking crazy.
Isn't it just trolling everyone like constantly all
Oh,
the time?
Hell yeah.
Seems like.
Well, that's I've been saying for years. I think he's Andy Kaufman.
He's just trolling.
Dude, that would be
everybody.
awesome if he was Andy Kaufman. That would be pretty good.
Because then I would be pretty pleased with everything.
Yeah.
'Cause it makes-
If he
like
just told
that went exactly right.
he just ripped off his shit at the end, showed us it was Andy Kaufman, that'd be hilarious.
That would be pretty great.
You know who? And then you know who Joe Biden would be is Bob Zamuda.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll figure it out.
That's
And then
funny.
we're just stuck with Kanye because no one else was running.
That motherfucker's going to pick Kamala Harris, isn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that one. I never really cared for her all that much.
Well, you know, she was didn't she have like the most black citizen arrests like in the history of California under her
What?
watch?
She was just going
And
around
she-
arresting people?
Yeah, citizen
Well, no.
arrest.
Call that out.
I make the citizen's arrest. I know, but she was a DA. I know. I'm just.
And
Oh,
then
she
didn't
was.
she? What was that? Not the where they were hunting down the kids, and like if the kids were skipping school, they were sending the parents tickets.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Dude, my
and they
poor
were going and
parents.
knocking on people's doors, like, "Hey, where's your child?" Like, I don't
Jesus Christ. Where was she at? California?
know. In California, yeah, it was in
In-
Cali.
I like that other one. Not Klobuchar. Not Kamala. Who's the other chick?
Warren?
Not Warren. She's younger. It was the only other chick.
Oh, Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah, she's good looking. I'd have sex with her.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
I'd
He's not
stick.
gonna take her though.
I don't care about that. I just want to fuck her, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's always doing workout videos and stuff. I'll fucking take them sweaty tits. Fucking put my pecker in between them. Make a jizzy.
I love it.
Now, she's
How many
pretty
votes
good
do you think
looking.
she'd get because she's hot?
Look at everybody hated
didn't
Sarah
get very
Palin,
many.
but not enough to get rid of her.
Sarah Palin was kind of hot.
She was at the time. She was way hotter than she is now.
Well, it's because at that time they were all
She's hot
just
for a
old, decrepit
politician.
politicians. Yeah,
Tulsi's
just
hot
hot.
for being hot. Like, she's just hot.
Let's see.
She's good
See,
looking.
I would have fucked Barack over her in 2000. He was looking good. He was looking real good. He was looking better than Sarah.
Let's see what a young Palin looks like.
And he was all fucking just running up the
Oh.
stairs, looking all young and good, and then
All right, not too young.
Kane's eye was falling off.
I
That's why he.
I got a picture of Palin going on here. So young Palin's she's 80s looking, so I don't like that. But right around when old who the hell was her
McCain?
running? McCain, yeah. Jesus Christ, I think I got a brain tumor. It's done for. I got nothing left. But this she looks good. She's fuckable. She looks like a lot of the porn chicks I want to fuck. Like the teacher.
Look up, there was a porn series, Nailin' Palin.
Yeah, with Lisa Ann or
Lisa
whatever.
Yeah.
Lisa Ann Kudrow? She was on Friends.
That was her.
You know this whole Karen thing that they're doing?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
in my day, we had a word for them already, and it was cunt. Why?
That's true.
What's the deal with this? You got to fucking single out all these poor ladies named Karen when you could just more easily go, she's a fucking cunt.
That's true. There does have to be a name for everything these days, isn't there?
Yeah. Well, dude, but look at Palin there, dude.
Dude, she's good looking. I don't
Yeah,
care.
dude, she's got giant knockers, dude, for
Yeah.
sure.
I think she was hotter than her daughter. Her daughter was hot, but I like that teacher look. Now she doesn't look as hot, but whatever.
Yeah.
But I like her daughter because you know she puts out.
Hey, that's what I've always said about chicks with kids, dude. They're the best.
Yes. And she's like fucking Alaska white trash that just fucking The second she could get out, she was ready to fuck. I got something like you, Paul. Look at that. Oh, this side.
What are you, bald?
No, I got a hole in my eyebrow.
How'd you get that?
Pimple. I woke up the other morning and my fucking face was bleeding, like going down my head. It was a good pimple
Oh, damn.
Jeez.
in the middle of the night.
That's melanoma. So.
Probably. When the wife was working for the dermatologist, I got checked all the time. Now I got nothing. Now they don't. No one cares anymore. They cared only for a little bit.
Fuckers.
I gotta pee.
So, all right. Well,
Go
that
ahead,
sucks.
Paul. You can talk.
I had a question for you.
Oh, you're gonna have to
I'll
wait.
save it.
So,
How does your
I-
neck feel? Oh, I almost did a human being thing this week, and I don't feel too good. I don't like it. Well, so I've been sitting around waiting for this COVID-19, know whether or not I got it or whether or not I don't got it. And I think I got a couple of them.
you still haven't
Well,
got your results?
No, they say I call them up and they say it's going to be 8 business days, which is Friday.
Oh, nice.
Huh.
So I've been sitting around, and you know me, back in the old country, the only way to cure COVID-19 when it rears its head every 3-4 years is to drink 4 or 5 boxes of wine a day.
Nice.
Down
At first, I was
Paisan.
a little bit worried. I was not going to drink this wine all the time, all day, every day, because I thought it might get in my lungs and it might kill me dead. But so far, I can't even notice if I feel good or bad because I've just been drunk the whole time.
But Don Paisan, what do you eat during the day, huh?
Well, I wake up, I make a pasta fazool, which is the long spaghetti noodles, and then you put in some broth and tomato sauce and some cannellini beans. There's garlic in there. You gotta eat that one. For lunch, I make a risotto.
Risotto. That's
And
a
for
fancy
dinner-
lunch.
For dinner, we eat. What was the first one I said? Pasta fazool.
Yeah.
Pasta fagioli twice in a
Don
day,
Paisan.
and a risotto in the middle. I like it.
You say it when you're from Italy. You say it with a Z.
Dude, I was thinking about. I just rewatched Breaking Bad. I'm on like the last few episodes. I was thinking about
Oh, that's
watching.
great, dude.
It's pretty good. You could see a lot of shit I didn't see before about how lame it was, but it's
Yeah.
also pretty good.
It's good.
The story's good, but I was thinking about watching The Sopranos again.
Dude,
Oh.
The Sopranos, I watched it recently, like maybe about 4 or 5 months ago, dude. Fantastic.
Really, it holds
So
up.
good.
See?
Well, there's little things that don't, but it's good, dude. It's good.
It was pretty much just him taking a shit for 5 years, and then
Yeah. You just feel bad for Tony the whole time, but you like feel bad for a bad guy.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
weird.
that's how I felt about Jesse Pinkman. That fucking Walter White is mean to him. He's not a very nice guy. He's very mean to. He takes everything out on Jesse Pinkman. And then I
Yeah.
feel bad for what's his name, Gus.
oh, Guess?
He's the one who.
Bad for Guess. He's horrible.
Nah, he seems all right. He killed his fucking buddy in front of him.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, he's so
But
sad.
he was mean to other people.
He was so sad.
How
He's
far-
a sad
Have
boy.
you gotten that one episode? Because I rewatched it at the beginning of this whole thing, that Breaking Bad, and the one episode, I think it's the last season when there's or it's the second to last season when there's a fly in the meth lab. And
Dude,
Yeah.
I knew you
Dude,
were
that's
gonna say
I
that.
skip that. I skip that
Yeah.
episode every time I watch it.
No, I know. I was watching it with Noemi, and I was like, "There's a fly in the lab."
Yeah.
Watching this one.
You
It's the
see, he was
worst
so mean to
episode.
him. He was just so mean to
It
him.
might be the worst episode of anything ever, actually.
It's so weird.
Dude, you can't
funny.
contaminate your
Terrible.
meth. I don't know. That's all I could think about the whole time is fuck Walter White. He's mean to Jesse Pinkman. And then I like that Guzman more now. And I started doing my impression of that guy who's in a wheelchair.
Oh yeah, the guy who's in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Yeah.
He's the
Oh,
landlord.
it's that movie. That's
Solomon.
hilarious.
Yeah,
Salamanca.
he's the landlord. Yeah,
Salamanca.
Salamanca.
Hey,
Yeah,
kiddo,
he's
you
a
like
la-
Breaking Bad?
Salamanca.
But I'm afraid because I remember watching Sopranos, and it just annoyed me the whole time because it reminded me of my fucking dumb family that tried to act woppish. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I
And
think
that's
the
every time my brother
Sopranos-
does Don Paisan, it just makes me think of our stupid
Yeah.
family, and I get angry. It's because they
That's
were
the whole
all
point
just
of-
a fucking bunch of Colorado idiots. And that's every time I watch Sopranos, too.
You should watch Shameless instead.
I've just been watching a little bit of everything, so maybe I will.
I don't
Fuck
care for that show.
Really? I love it.
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
Yeah.
I watched like 2 seasons. I could never get into it.
Yeah, I watched the first couple episodes, and that's about all I could handle.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think it just gave me anxiety.
There's a lot of good shows, dude. The one I tried to watch recently was The Wire.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I've heard it's great, but I couldn't really get into it.
Yeah, me either. I tried to start that at the beginning of this.
Doesn't it? I don't know. It's
COVID
too
shit.
much of a drama. It's kind of boring, isn't it?
Yeah, and you
I
pay
couldn't-
so
I
much
don't know.
attention to
God, it's
every character
hysterical.
and shit. It seems like.
What's hysterical?
The Wire.
Was it?
There's a lot of good parts, yeah.
Well, I watched. What was that other one? That prison show that was on there. I watched every one of those.
Ozark?
Oz?
Oz.
No.
That was a
I
pretty
never
good
saw
show
that.
at the time, but I don't know if that would hold up either.
Right.
I can watch it again.
Ozarks is it's finishing after this next season.
That was a good
That's
show.
what I heard.
It's gonna be a 14 episode season though.
No, that's a good show.
They said, this is enough of Missouri.
I've only seen the first 2 seasons.
Oh shit, dude! Watch the third. It's so good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's up
I got
next.
an impression of Italian guy. I won't say who it is. Yeah, see, we're gonna, all this next week is the 4th of July, so we're gonna give all of our staff the week off for the 4th of July because they've been working so hard. There ain't nothing else going on, I swear.
That's pretty good. Well,
I know an Italian guy do.
at first I thought my brother sent me that video. I thought he was gonna send me the COVID non-breathing video, and that was when we all just getting tested. So I'm like, oh no, I can't watch that because then I won't be able to breathe for a week. You remember the COVID breathing?
Yeah.
I don't think Matt saw that, did
a
you?
whole episode of
Oh,
that.
you listened to the show. Never mind. When he was like,
Yeah. Yeah, I heard it. Of course, dude. It's
Terrifying.
fantastic. That was beautiful.
then have you seen
Crazy
these?
how long I've been remote keys.
I know it's been a long time. What's 16 weeks?
It's so nuts.
What is that? 4 months? Something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4 months locked down. You're all gonna be locked down until we get to the fucking election, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
They're just
Till
gonna keep
Yeezy
playing it
saves
on and
us.
on. Yeah, Yeezy.
Dude,
Dude,
he,
what's up with that, huh?
dude, he has a fair chance
wants
of
to
winning,
sell a new
unfortunately. After
Yeah,
this
I mean,
last
he
election,
could.
I mean, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I mean, he could definitely pull it off, dude. That's what's funny. And you know what's funny is he might be the best choice.
Yeah, no shit.
I've already seen so many posts saying he's the only one that's not a pedophile and shit. It's so funny.
He's just fucking kind of crazy, and he just has some weird, the only problem is fucking Kardashian, her ass will look really bad.
Oh,
She's got the
Yeah,
worst
we-
fake ass in the world. She's gonna
We
look
get
terrible
Keeping
as the
Up with
first one.
Kardashians Oval Office.
Oh, Jesus. Imagine that reality show.
Dude,
Oh, God.
I think, don't get me
Oh,
wrong, she's a
Jesus.
hot ass chick. Until she stands up and you see that weird ass. All their sisters got it too.
The diaper butt.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
weird.
it's weird. I don't get it.
And I hear they feel funny too. They're like all like cementy and hard and ugh,
I'm sure hers is top of the line.
looks terrible. Which one? The older skinny one? I like that one. The one that no one likes. She's the bitchy
Oh,
one.
Kourtney
Yeah.
Kardashian.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
Courtney? I don't remember all of them.
She seems the most natural. So I'd probably put my seed in her.
Courtney.
That's
I don't
funny.
even know anything. I had to actually, when you sent me the thing today, I had to look up who Wheezy was.
Yeezy.
Easy.
Wheezy. He's easy with COVID.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
He calls himself Yee.
I have
Oh,
because
man.
I don't. I mean, I don't have I don't have a problem with him. I've heard some music of his that I enjoy. That's about all I know about him. Then every once in a while he says something psychotic, and I don't pay any attention. But I didn't know he was Yeezy.
Yeezy. Haven't you ever seen
Yeah.
his shoes too? They're god awful.
Nope.
Ugh. The only reason I
No,
know is
his
because
shoes.
Brandon likes them, and I like to make fun of them, and Match sends
They're-
them to me.
They're terrible.
They're so bad.
Oh my god, they're so
Oh, they're awful. I don't even get it.
They're like Crocs that look worse than Crocs. It's crazy. Crocs is, I think, officially the worst shoe ever made, right? It might be comfortable,
Yeah.
but as far as looks,
definitely.
and then
I
he
have
found
Crocs
a way to
for
make
shit.
it. You know what they do too is they put him in a boardroom and give him a fucking box of crayons and some construction
Yeah.
paper, and they're like, "Make some shoes," and he does it, and everybody's like, "Oh, you did a good job. Yeah, good for you." And they give him a grilled cheese without the fucking crust on there.
Oh shit.
He's
I think
childlike.
everybody's just scared to be honest to him.
I
Yeah.
like when he had
No
his
one wants to
mother.
be like, "Dude, that's ugly."
When he faked having his mother get a nose job or something and then had her killed. That's one thing I know
Was
about
that
him.
him or was it his mom
Yeah.
that died in the plastic
Yeah,
surgery?
I think it was his mom.
It wasn't
Oh.
plastic surgery. He said she's having plastic surgery, but he really just fucking stabbed her in the neck with a scalpel 500 times.
Yeah. He
I'm
probably,
trying to fix it. I'm trying to fix the throat up.
maybe he put ricin in her food and killed her with.
Castor beans, castor.
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
something like
That's why
that.
they call him Yeezy.
That's
Castor oil.
I think that's why I want
Because
to
it's
smoke so much
easy
too.
to kill your mother with a scalpel.
Scalpels are sharp too. It wouldn't take much to do it.
No,
Not
not at all.
Mina attacked Noemi with a knitting needle today. That was kind of frightening. And I knew it was going to be trouble. She comes walking out of the room with a knitting needle. And I'm like, she's got a knitting needle. I was like, yeah, she wanted it. I'm like, all right.
And then she,
Attacked her with the knitting needle.
I know
Don't
what
get-
happened. She came out with it, and you're like, choose which parent you like more, and then she started stabbing your poor wife. 'Cause
Oh, she'd kill the both of them. I think she considers the rabbits more like parents.
Yeah.
I got in
Rabbits
trouble this
commit.
weekend.
With.
Oh, just this band was jamming out at my brother's house. And there was a dude playing the harmonica, and I kept on calling it the mouth organ. And
Oh,
he got really upset.
dude, they really
And
do.
then, oh, dude, they seriously do. And then when I said,
It's a mouth harp.
that's a nice git fiddle, he lost his shit. He's like, dude, are you just trying to piss me off, man? There's no fiddles here. This is a guitar. This is a harp. And I'm like, holy fuck, man. All right,
Dude,
Jesus.
that's all I ever did was call it a git fiddle. You know what you should have done? Is taken that git fiddle and smashed it upon his forehead until it snapped, until his fucking cranium exploded or the guitar broke. That's what I would have done.
Well, apparently he did, but then the guy smashed the harp through his front.
Yeah, not kidding.
That's what happened.
No, but that shit really pisses me off. We have a customer that plays the mouth harp. And I was like, nice harmonica, and he would get so fucking pissed too.
Who was this?
What a fucking piece of shit, Brian Scanlon.
Oh, no. No.
Real
No,
piece of
that's
shit.
dumb. What's wrong with calling it a harmonica?
It's
No.
not what it is.
Then what's a
Stupid.
harmonica?
It's exactly what it is. But seriously, plus, unless you buy a chromatic one, which are like this big, it's all set in one key. You can't play a wrong note.
Oh, this
So
dude
it's-
had like 20 different ones
Yeah,
with all different
but-
fucking shits.
That's what I mean. So you start a song and you're like, all right, we're going to be in the key of A, and then they pull out their stupid A one, and then you can't play a wrong note. So fuck you. I mean, you might
That's
be able,
funny. I never really thought of it like that, but you're totally right.
That's true. I mean, the phrasing and stuff. I mean, that's when I guess you're a good one. But
That's funny.
You ever hear that song "Midnight Cowboys"? The theme song, "The Midnight Cowboy." And so I don't know. You should listen to it because at first I thought that harmonica that they play the entire. I didn't know it was a harmonica for like 20 years. I thought it was a ghost.
Nice.
Now this son of a bitch could play a harmonica, whoever the fuck he was. He was a harmonica player.
what was
He
that?
knew how to go.
Boost.
Wah, wah, wah.
That's back when they made everything art.
Yeah.
What about that blues traveler fella?
He's
John Popper.
Yeah, no, everybody said that he got the lap band surgery and that he got real handsome, but he just died and they just put a skinny guy up there.
Oh,
Did he die? Oh no, he just skinny now.
He's
No.
he's a
Yeah,
clone, but
Charlie
they were
Daniels died today.
who?
Who?
did?
The devil went down to Georgia.
Yeah, Charlie Daniels.
Dude, he must have been 300
Never
years
heard of
old. You've heard the song.
I ain't heard nothing.
He was 83.
Is that it? I figured he'd be older. You know that stupid
I've only
song.
heard one song. I've only heard one
Down,
song.
down, down. And then he starts talking.
No. It's dun 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 dun. Go fuck yourself. Doo dee doo 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 dee doo. Go fuck yourself.
Down, down, down.
I'm saying cuss words to your uncle and your other uncles. Come here. Let's say cuss words for everybody.
What'd she say? No?
Yeah, give me a back massage.
Shows you how kids just do the worst or the opposite of everything.
Hey, you dirty son of a bitch. Huh? No, see, she's going to be a good girl because her father's skin. Wrong? Isn't that right? What are you doing? No,
Uh-oh.
not too good. How are you doing?
I wanna hear a kid swear.
Yeah, she went. Shut the door on your way out, kid. I don't want to hear these stories.
She didn't
love
want to
you.
do it. That's weird.
Okay, shut that door.
You think every kid in the world wants to cuss. It was funny. I know I'm getting old because there was some kids down the street and they were just cussing to cuss and I was getting all annoyed. I was like, I was on a walk. My old man walks. And then I walked past the house and the kid's like, open this fucking door right now. And I was like, I'll tell your mother. I was real pissed at that kid. Even though I was really bad at his age. Just because I was... What a fucking asshole I was. Jesus Christ. I'm just realizing what a piece of shit I've been most of my life. I think I've done all right the last couple of years, but that's out for judgment.
You think you got to make up for it, huh?
Yeah, maybe I should go to church.
Start making amends, dude.
Make sandwiches for the homeless.
There you go. Yeah, a little volunteering.
My guess though is the
When I went
homeless
through,
would just throw it in the trash.
When I
Sell
did
it for drug
AA,
money.
because I was depressed and I go around doing my amends, this is pretty much every amends I did. And just go up to some chick and be like, sorry, I wanted to fuck you so bad. I still do. Anything I can do to make it up to you with my tongue?
Oh, fuck.
That's all I thought about too. Even though I never did the 12 steps, is how I could use it to get laid.
That's the ultimate goal, huh?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much
So
all.
it's been going everything.
That's all that AA is about. And I think I was genuinely sad and fucked up, so I wasn't really. I didn't even talk to people, but everybody else there, they're like, "Gee, that girl sure looks fucked up, and like I could do anything I wanted to."
Nice.
And there was always stuff like that. Somebody actually put GHB in the coffee one time when I wasn't there that night, but somebody did it. And that's pretty much, to me, that's what AA is. Like,
Did you drink any of it?
I wasn't there that night, but I remember there was cops like the next day for this whole thing, and
There's
Which one is that?
predators within AA.
That's all.
Holy.
It's all fucked up people. They're all predators and fucked
I
up.
love it. That's hilarious.
Which one's that? Is that the ecstasy one or is that the acid one?
Oh, it's the date rape drug.
The date rape.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. So it was the fucking the leader of the group, and he raped everyone, huh?
Well, whoever was making the coffee that night,
Yeah. See.
you know.
Dude,
I don't know
And
who
how
made the
horny
coffee.
could you be, even if you are a rapist? You gonna go around that whole
Right.
room? Jesus Christ!
Yeah, why not, huh?
You gotta
Why
get
not?
tired after a while.
Well, it's not like everybody drank coffee because it was like a 10 o'clock meeting, so there were actual human beings that were like, I'm not going to drink a pot of coffee at 10 o'clock at night.
Idiots.
Go home. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't think anything much happened except for, you know, a couple of people, they got lucky and got to do drugs for a night.
I only do that.
I wish I was there.
No kidding, but they probably were all depressed for like months. I
I'm
broke.
sure.
I was sober for 30 years, and then blah, blah, blah. Shut up.
It wasn't your fault, Larissa. You didn't make the choice. God should have been looking. Yeah, if God's, and that's the whole thing. If God's keeping you sober, he fucked up that time.
Yeah.
Oh, he sure did.
Well, he was probably at a Patriots game. He probably was watching a nice football game.
Yeah.
Ah.
Did you guys see that shit in Florida when people were testifying because they're trying to make them wear masks?
Oh, you sent me that video. That was one of my favorite ones.
They're just
yet.
like, God made a breathing mechanism, and you're trying to interfere with that.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
No.
I didn't see that
I'll
one.
have to send it in the group text or something later. It's hilarious.
Oh, I liked it a lot because it was the whole time. God made us born with lungs, not to be covered up.
Well, what about your tits, honey?
Mm-hmm.
You gave me
Yeah.
that too. You don't cover up your tits.
I didn't even think
No.
about that.
Not on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, man.
What is New Orleans doing? You haven't heard much about them. Are they open, wide open?
I think they're all
Probably just dead.
Yeah, they're all gone.
Nah, they're kicking it down there. You just got to mask up, dude. I don't know. That's what I see.
So down in Houston, you have to wear a mask like every time you go outside.
No. I
That's
mean,
not
that's what they
anywhere.
say, but what are they going to do?
Or I thought I saw that they're going to start fining like $250.
No. Well, that's what it says, but I mean, I don't. Is anybody going to pull you over for that? If you're not,
Well-
if you're driving in your car without a mask, are they going to pull you
Is
over?
that
I
what
mean,
they're
no.
trying to do? Is make it just completely outside?
That's not. I don't know.
That's
I
not
read
how-
it and I erased it because I really don't give a shit.
Because I mean, that would be more extreme than anywhere, really. They don't even do that in New York. They
Well,
all-
and that's the thing. They tried to get too extreme, and they tried to do it down here, dude. Nobody's gonna listen.
Because even in New York, they're like, hey, once you're outside, no one gives a shit unless you're like in a crowd. And if you're on an elevator or something,
I don't know. I mean, you got to wear them to go into a place, and if you're going into like a restaurant or something, you got to wear it to your table, and that's it.
yeah.
Once you're in, you're in. It's whatever.
What's with like the shortage in change? Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I have heard the shortage and change, and I
haven't been
I
to a
sent that
store
thing
all week.
earlier. Did you guys see that?
Mm.
I didn't see it. I guess
The U.S. net clock.
Oh, I kind of looked
Oh,
at it.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
too
yeah,
many
yeah.
clocks going. I didn't know what to look at.
Well, they're all counting backwards. Isn't that weird?
Not when
so
I looked,
really?
they were all going up.
Look at them. I sent it to the group text. It's
Yeah.
the U.S. net clock.
When I
And it's
looked at
going
it,
backwards like incredibly fast right now.
Really?
I haven't used
Like,
any
it-
change.
Yeah, but I heard the money's gone.
Oh. I mean,
No, I haven't
hear
been to
what,
a
the
store all week because I've just
money's
been
gone?
staying inside my.
The coins, they've collected all the coins, dude. And
Yeah,
who knows what
there's
they're
a lot
doing.
of- I keep seeing it on Facebook. There's like a lot of stores and stuff don't have change.
I had a guy ask me today. I was at a store. One of my clients. He was like, "Hey, I went to the bank and I can't find any quarters. Do you have any quarters?" I was like, "No."
that's
I
weird.
think, I think Trump is just sitting on the toilet eating them.
Yeah, maybe
Also, just like,
he's melting them down to build his palace in Russia.
Oh, nice.
I don't understand the conspiracy behind it though. Why do they want to get rid of coins?
Why?
Well, because maybe it's going cashless, or maybe it's
They
a collection of all the debt
Filthy.
because there's $800 trillion sitting in a vault somewhere waiting for the people
so
because the fucking lizards have collected it for fucking
Nice.
150 years.
Trump's
Come
all
on,
goes to
dude.
the bank trying to pay off the national debt with a big old thing of coins.
Yeah.
Can you change this for me? I guess lizards do like shiny stuff though. So if there are lizard people, they might be taking the money. That's plausible.
I
They
hope
can take
get
all
rid
the coins as long as they leave the bills. I'm cool with it.
I can't. I don't think I'll ever be able to touch money again without a glove, because when we started having to wear gloves and stuff like that, and I start counting money, and then I hand somebody money and I look at my gloves, they're black.
Yeah, it's gross.
Like, oh
Isn't
my
it weird? And that, and that stuff's getting into your all your fingerprint crevices and all that stuff. You don't even notice.
No, I know.
God. Which is probably why I'm a little pimply on the dick shaft.
Mhm. It's true.
Could be.
No,
You just
seriously
shove it in
though.
girls' ass.
Could be.
When
Strip club.
we
So
quit
gross.
doing, I'll never do that again either. Fucking at the end of the night, counting all those drawers, your hands literally, ugh. The gloves would turn black. I don't know why you didn't notice it before.
Yeah, it just seeped into your skin.
That's horrible.
Well,
What are
I'm
people
talking-
doing with their goddamn money that it gets so fucking dirty? See, when I have money, I put it in my wallet, and that's it. I don't rub it on my.
well, snort
And
drugs
now-
with it.
Well,
Strip
Why
club.
now? I'll never snort cocaine with it again for sure.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I gotta get. I mean, I don't know what they gotta sell, like little, what is it? Sterile cocaine papers at the gas station now.
That's what those paper straws.
Yeah. We got those.
Yeah, paper straws.
We
How
got
about
'em.
those new
Won't do.
plastic straws that are plant based, huh?
And those have been around a while, but they were expensive, so everybody's fucking cheapskates.
Yeah,
is
they're just like,
annoying.
hey, plants are good for you. We can make plastic out of it.
What's a?
Are they hemp or what?
I don't know. They've been doing that at the Denver Zoo for years. It was plastic, but made out of like potatoes or some shit.
They're kind of brittle.
I'm
They've been
sure.
making the seals out of paper down there
Yeah.
because they don't mind. Because when you lose a paper seal from eating quarters, which they don't have no more,
I heard they're fucked. The zoo,
they're good.
Like-
Fuck them.
Well,
because
what
they
do
can't
you-
afford to like feed the animals and shit because no one can go.
Let them eat each other. Just start
So,
fucking throwing the penguins.
Open
in
the
water.
gates, dude. Open them up.
Yeah. So, are there lizard people?
That's the word on the street. Haven't you ever seen some of
Yeah, I
these
think there are, aren't there?
Haven't you ever seen some of these underground cities that are abandoned? Could have been lizard people. There's one in Turkey
Yeah.
I want to go to really bad. It's called Darren Kuyu. It can fit something like 30,000 people under fucking. I've talked about it on here before.
Springfield, Missouri, where I'm from. They have,
Hey,
like,
how
three
tall can they-
underground
how-
cities underground?
How tall were they,
Crazy.
though?
It was like full size. They had like places for their livestock and fucking everything.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I saw that on Ancient Aliens.
Yeah.
So, but it wasn't the Giants?
No, it wasn't the Giants.
Huh.
It was. I think mole people is more like it.
Yeah.
Didn't you ever
Well,
see
They were the
Solomon?
ones hiding?
Well, they were hiding under the ground, and they had all these fucking booby traps to seal it off. So, like, maybe they were scared of the Giants, but the Giants, they actually have proof of like some large people that were around because they actually had their
there's-
bones.
Yeah, there's apparently skeletons they found.
Lots
How
of
tall are we
them,
talking? Like,
like 10 feet, 12 feet.
Jesus.
If I was in Turkey, I would live underground to hide from the Turks. You ever been one?
No,
No,
no.
I
Never
bought
met
my
one.
house. I bought my house from a Turkish fella. I'm still trying to get the hair out of the greens.
I bet.
It's horrible. It
You
doesn't
gotta
matter
get-
how much poison I put in there. Oh, it's, his name was Levent. Fuck you, Levent.
It's disgusting.
Fucking horrible.
That's ridiculous.
Could you imagine a dong on a 12-foot tall guy? Jesus Christ. That's how gorillas are. Gorillas have 1-inch dicks, and they're like 700 pounds.
Yeah, that's true. What's up with that?
They just throw their
Alright,
cum at them.
So there's so many clocks here.
Are you looking at it? Somebody's breathing
Yeah.
into their deal.
And I only see the U.S. Federal Reserve tax revenue going down.
Oh, is that one?
That's the only one you see?
Yeah, the U.S. national debt is going up.
No. Hold on.
The one I looked
Which
at,
one? What are you
everything
looking
was
at?
going up.
USDebtClock.org.
But yeah, of course they're taking in less taxes because they're not collecting them anymore.
Well, and if you look down at the bottom, it says J.C. Penney card. That's $2 trillion.
They're the ones, huh? J.C.
Yeah.
Penney's fucking bringing it down.
They're the one who bankrupted us.
Oh,
Right.
so you didn't see it earlier? It was definitely going down earlier. I sent
Was
you
it?
guys the link. Yeah, like big time. It was crazy,
Weird.
but it's definitely going up now.
Yeah, you just happened to catch it right when they sold like nuclear weapons.
Yeah, some.
A nuke or those one of those lizard people was at the bank with all that change is what it was.
Yeah, they were changing that change in. Yep,
They're
they're about
like,
to take
"Oh,
it to
shit."
inner Earth.
They took Trump's bedpan in.
You know what we should do every year, or maybe like every 10 years, is just restart everything. The whole world. Who gives a shit? It's all made up anyways. Just be
Yeah,
like, hey, you don't know us shit. We don't know you shit. Let's start over.
Really
What'd be
halt
the-
progress.
What's the difference?
Yeah, no, it's well, we literally can choose anytime we invented all of the laws, all the money, all of the everything.
All the speech?
Yeah, we can do whatever the fuck we want whenever we want to.
Yeah,
but
really.
that's what bothers me. It's like this is what we decided we wanted, and then people are like, I like it like this.
Yeah.
well, I think we could restart any time, but there's just so many hands in the cookie jar. You can't. You know what I mean? Like
You
everybody's.
don't talk about my
Right.
mom that way. Don't talk about my mom that way. It's not just hands with my mom.
It's a
How would we restart though? What do you mean?
I mean, hey,
Just
this
say-
fake money we made up, you don't know
Yeah,
me
it's
none,
fake.
I don't
It's
know you.
fiat.
You still gonna go to
It's-
work?
It's fiat currency.
Well, that's the thing is, like, we would have to do stuff to keep busy. I guarantee
Right.
people would do it. But
Yeah.
at the end of your shift or whatever, you get a house. Or, like, hey, the home builder, he gets to build houses for people. I get to fucking
Yeah.
feed people. I get, you know what I mean?
Right.
You see,
And
they
that
got
sounds fantastic, but how's that ever really going to happen?
It's
Because
not
they'll
gonna
say it'll
happen.
happen,
How do I get the new iPhone?
but
every
I'm
year?
then they
They
enslave
just
you.
you go to the
You see how they
store,
got
and if
those-
you want the
those
iPhone,
new-
you get the iPhone.
You know, they
No
got
one's
them robot
gonna-
chefs now.
That's
They're gonna
what we
have
do
robot
now.
Builders, robot everything. I know they're gonna have everything. Everything's gonna be a robot, and this is how you get stuff: is you get a robot and you make money off of what your robot does.
Yeah.
All right, I'm with it.
So the people who have the best robots still get the
Yeah.
riches. Come on, dude.
My
What the
robot-
fuck? We're
All of my
still the
robots are
same
gonna be
thing.
prostitutes.
That's why I'm saying
All my
every.
Jesus.
robots gonna be prostitutes. I'm gonna send them out there. I'm gonna be like, you don't stop until you come home. Well, $133.
Well, and that's how the hierarchy could be, is like what you're good at. If you're fucking like good at building mansions, then you're the mansion man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not everybody's gonna be good at certain shit.
Well, what if you're
Yeah,
just
but-
crazy and on disability?
Yeah, what about the people who can't do anything?
Yeah,
You
that's
got
I
a
mean,
fine.
we're
robot
lucky
that
enough
helps
to
you
be
shit.
able to do stuff.
Well, we should
Right.
do like we always
I
have
can't do
done and
anything
put them in
essential.
front of a train, squash them in their
Hell,
family.
If you got disability, they give you a robot, and you make your robot be a prostitute.
Mm. That's a good thing.
Oh man.
But I mean, it would solve everything right now if everybody was like, all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just don't know how it would work. I mean, it would just be a completely different way of living, I guess, because we wouldn't have restaurants and shit. So
I mean, it was all bartering and shit beforehand. So if you were good at making a
Right.
rock, you were the good rock guy. You know what I mean?
right.
Right.
I think that as long as we had this new paradigm where everything was forgiven, and we got rid of Ireland somehow,
Yeah, no shit.
we'd be all right. We'd do
You should run for president. Dude.
No one likes Irish
No,
people
no.
except for the Irish.
Hey, watch
like
out,
each other.
I'm mostly Irish here.
Well,
See?
Irish Americans are the ones that are terrible. Nobody hates an Irish American more than Irishmen.
And
Yeah.
you're right, I'm terrible.
Because they're like, Irish, are you? And then they look at you and you're like, you're from fucking Brazil, Matt.
That's true. The Irish don't like anybody who doesn't live there that says they're Irish.
Yeah, they don't even like other. Yeah, they definitely. They don't like. If it's anything like Scotland, there's nothing that a Scottish person hates more than another Scottish person.
Mm.
And it's not even like. It's not even like Glasgow. Like if you're from Glasgow, yeah, but you're from that side of the street. You're Protestant. You root for this fucking soccer team instead of this soccer team. There's nothing they hate more than another. And but if you're outside of Glasgow, if you're from like Kirkintilloch, oh boy, you better watch your ass if you're from Kirkintilloch. I tell you.
Oh shit!
They're like
Really?
literally. They're like these people. They don't even have minds. They hate a nice. But I would never go to Ireland myself, so I'm just assuming that they're like a lesser form of Scottish people.
Well, we've talked about them on here before, and that whole potato famine. I mean, how do you just have one crop? And they're like, oh shit, the potatoes are gone. What the fuck do we do now?
So I think that's
I
all.
got
I
this
think that was
shillelagh.
funny because that's all that'll grow up there because it's so barren and
It's a terrible
so it's
place.
just such a wasteland.
What about onions?
Yeah.
Onions will grow anywhere. I got some out back. Whole bunch of them. That's because they kept pissing on everything's my guess.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and then the Irish figured out how to make Scotch and whiskey, and then they probably took those potatoes, made vodka, and sold it to the Russians.
Mm.
I could have solved the whole Irish potato famine. You just, if you're Protestant or Catholic, you try to eat the other one.
There you go.
Well, shit. I mean, what? Billions of pounds of potatoes are going to waste right now.
It's because you get bored of them pretty
Oh,
fast.
Not at my house. That's all we eat here.
Love potatoes; they're the best.
We got 4 rows of them out back too. Those grew easy too. All you did was like, you know what you do? You take a potato and you put it in the ground. Good to go. So what
Yeah,
the hell were they
it's the
doing
beauty of
wrong?
them.
What the hell were they doing
flatten
wrong?
it up.
I don't know.
I mean, I've
Well,
never
that's
grown a
all-
potato,
no,
and I
that's
got thousands of them.
No, it was a potato famine. That's all they had. That was it. It was just potatoes. Nothing
See,
else would grow.
I didn't like look into it. I just went by the name. I just assumed all
Yeah,
the
nothing.
Live
potatoes
off
died.
a potato.
Well, yeah, that's all they
need is-
had, though.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, potato.
It turns your skin
But
white
that-
as hell and your hair red. That's the problem.
I've been living off of potatoes and wine for about 4 years.
Oh, man.
And besides-
Yeah.
that's not all they're living off of. You know what the whole the green food dye in your beer thing is about? During that potato famine, people were starving so bad they'd start eating grass and they'd just find them dead with green tongues.
Well, there you go.
I say that's too good of a way for an Irishman to die.
Yeah. And we all know, like, American Irish. And I think they're more prideful than the crazy, like, Confederate people. Like, you say one bad thing about Ireland and they're ready to fucking kill you. Even though most of them have never been there. And are probably long descent of not that much Irish blood in you anymore.
Right.
This is what who was it? It was Stephen. I was in Scotland, and I can't remember what American fuck was sitting there saying I'm Scottish or something like that, and they said no, you're not Scottish, and he went and grabbed like this Asian-looking man that came over with a Scottish accent. He's Scottish. You are fucking American. You are American. You're not Scottish.
That was actually the only thing I ever learned from Hank. Was he's like, we're not fucking Italians, we're American. And I was like, oh yeah. Well, let's stop all this pride shit.
Hell yeah.
That was all I
What's
needed.
Smitty?
What's that?
What's Smitty?
German.
German.
Ah.
He was born in
That makes
Germany.
sense.
Would you have to
Funny
move
thing
him out of the house?
I think that's a problem. Is he's quite eloquent in German.
Yeah, it's true. English was his second language.
What was that? Well, there was this long dog, but he go meow.
So is he? Where's he staying?
Here.
Why is he staying there? You could potentially have COVID and give it to him and kill him.
I just been in the basement for a week. He got
Oh,
tested
so the basement to the door's okay?
too. What do you mean?
So as long as you're in the basement, it's all right. He won't be affected.
As long as you're not up there spitting in his face.
Oh,
That's how it
perfect.
gets.
So
That's how it gets.
show at your
passed.
place next week.
No. When have you ever stayed in here for 5 seconds?
I just go out back.
You go in his room, sit on his bed with him. You go to the neighbors' houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
The
know,
podcast is a block party. I love it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
it is. It's fun. We'll do it someday, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But now I got all
that's
this
a
fun
good-
stuff everywhere. Oh, I forgot I got my GoPro cam up. I got
Oh, really?
You guys can't see it. Sorry. But it's got that's how my setup is now. I got fucking shit everywhere. I always like it when shows show what's going on in the background.
There you
Leave
go.
that
You're a
up.
fucking nerd.
Yeah, do it, bro. Cable
Right.
talk.
So I got my cable talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave that up because I'm logging onto YouTube right now. I want to take a look.
I have it on
I
the
can see it.
Skype. You can't see the Skype screen?
Oh yeah. A little bit. It's kind
I
of
can
small
see 'em
I'm
all.
on my phone.
Nice.
Oh, there we
Little
go.
war room.
Oh damn.
I
Put
had
in
to get a
table?
I had to get a VPN, by the way, to get sign in to see the YouTube.
Oh, really? It was still fucked up this whole time, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
I just did it a little while ago. That's why I was
Damn, dude.
distracted for a while.
Because it's been...
Yeah, it was weird.
Cause that was
Strange.
It was in the middle of the show. It was right when we were talking about Ghislaine. Ghislaine.
Oh yeah.
They found-
Oh yeah. Well, we weren't talking about her though, but we can talk about her now.
Yeah.
Did,
So where do they
dude,
even...
why are there no pictures though? For real, where are the pictures?
Yeah, they haven't
do you
really
think,
said shit.
They were in the same cell that Epstein was in.
Right.
They put
Well,
her in
we
there?
had Epstein pictures. There was perp walk pics of
Oh,
Epstein.
yeah.
Right. Yeah, she's nowhere to be found, is she?
It's because she's not good.
I mean,
She doesn't photograph well is why.
they're-
She's not just a lizard person. She's a chameleon person.
maybe
Trying to take
she,
pictures and she blends in with the sky.
maybe they've been collecting info for a year since they got old Jeffrey, and they don't need her anymore. Maybe she's not even around anymore.
Maybe. I
Yeah,
don't know,
it was
it's,
strange.
Makes it to trial.
She probably
How-
won't.
How old was she when Epstein dug her claws into her?
She was a little older.
Well,
She
they were
wasn't as-
young, but she's
the same
in
age,
the
aren't
Maxwell family.
Yeah, isn't she more powerful than he was?
Well, that's the
Starting
rumors because her whole family's in intelligence. They were Mossad.
So now is this Maxwell the tapes or the
Or the coffee?
the coffee?
It's
so
the coffee, obviously.
all right.
Yeah,
Coffee is
yeah.
good. I do like
Yeah.
a nice cup of Joe, not a hot one.
Well, they wake you up and put something in you.
But yeah, I mean, we'll never really see everything, but it'd be interesting to see old what she has to say. We'll never hear anything.
No, we probably won't. It's sad, but I just wonder where because they say they got her, but like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's been no pictures. There's, and now they say she has COVID. Dude, she has
Really?
COVID.
That fast?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why she turned
Yeah.
herself in. She wanted some of the. I was thinking about that. If you got a bad case of it or whatever, where you're one of the small few that's actually on a ventilator or whatever, Ford was making them. You're fucked.
Yeah.
I would be like, hey,
Yeah,
give me
it'll
one of
break
the.
down. It's obviously gonna break down right in the middle.
I want one of those Tesla fucking ventilators. I don't want a goddamn Ford one. Fuck you.
You know that Patton Oswalt.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know his wife wrote that book about the Golden State Killer or whatever.
Yeah, he's watching it.
I'm watching it too, and I was watching it last night, and they're talking about I think that Epstein was born in the wrong time because they're talking about some of these people in Sacramento was fucking crazy. It wasn't just one serial rapist. It was like everybody that lived in Sacramento was a serial rapist.
Really?
There was like, oh, there's a stinky rapist. He raped about 50 or 500. And like everybody, they named all these people that raped over like 50, 60 people. And then they
Jesus
catch him and the
Christ.
judge would be like, you did a no, that'll be a week and a half in jail.
Nuts. Yeah, it seems
Yeah,
like
well,
we're
I watched
actually
the
in one of the
last
few
episode, but-
times. Well, and I'm fairly certain there's still a lot of raping going on, but we're one of the few times and time periods where there wasn't just constant rape.
Well, that's,
Yeah.
that's what people
Well, yeah. Go ahead, Chris.
I was just going to talk. I mean, as long as we're talking about Ireland and how disgusting it is, what happened? Like a lot of people, like I mean, like they're talking about natural selection and sexual selection, and they think that like you know, they think of sexual selection and they think that somebody's like, Jesus Christ, look at that fucking translucent albino fucking just disgusting blob sitting there. That's exactly what I want my offspring to be like. It was some big fucking gigantic albino that was just preying on villages all across of Ireland, just rep, and then now nobody's got any fucking pigment because some fucking diseased, pigmentless deviant was
Well, it's
taking
like
care of the
Genghis
countryside.
Khan.
Look at these two. Look, okay, I'm pointing at the thing, but look at Paul's penis. Horrible.
Oh yeah,
Look
it's
at
the whitest
Matt
thing I've ever
Harmon.
seen.
I can't even. They got the green screen, and all I can see is green. I see right through them.
Yeah, that was a lot of our prehistory. Was just like 6 dudes that raped everybody, and we can all be
Well,
like,
You really think like in Italy was like, look at that nose. Oh boy, I gotta fuck that guy.
isn't that what it said in *Sapiens*? Essentially, that the white man was just like a very barbaric.
good at getting it done, is
Fucking-
what you mean, huh?
I think you
Could
could
it
Inse-
get it done?
inseminating.
of the population back to.
I mean, dude, I'm not.
Yeah, him too.
I love everybody the same, bro. Everybody's a monster to me.
Yeah, Genghis Khan.
Because
They
I
said
fucking, I hate everybody.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know how much I actually do hate people, but I sure act like it, so I must. Because I never feel bad after I talk horrible shit about anyone. You know what I mean? I
He
never.
feels bad for Gustav on Breaking Bad, but the 900-year-old man that hasn't
Yeah.
spoken to anybody in 3 weeks is trying to get a pizza. And no, I'm the same way. I can't fucking stand it. It's like, I
Fine.
have not heard another human voice since 1973. I would like your supreme pizza. I'm like, you fucking son of a bitch. Don't you ever talk to nobody again.
It's funny.
Nobody.
I'm about to where they kill him in that show. I can't remember how they do it, so don't ruin it for me. But that
Kill who?
Fring.
It's a
Gustav.
slingshot.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Fring, it's beautiful.
Oh,
But,
yeah,
uh,
the
Dennis McManus
slingshot.
shoots him right
Yeah,
in the eyes with the
No, they bitch slap him with a
Don't
white
kill
glove.
them, Fuckheads.
A white glove?
Yeah.
Yeah, they bitch slap him with a white glove over and over.
Well, to show you, my brother is
Oh, that's
completely
right,
correct.
isn't it?
Is
Yeah.
when he was in that old folks' home telling that old hitman that his whole family was dead. I was never happier in my life. I was like, you tell him. You tell that old stroke.
There's nothing worse than a Salamanca.
Yeah, those fucking pieces of shit.
Salamanca. It's a great show.
He's right.
What's gonna
So I
happen
felt bad
to-
for the meth dealer, but not that
What's the-
Salamanca boy.
What's I can't remember anybody's name. So I'm pretty sure Kim's gonna die
Kim?
in Better Call Schmal.
Oh, yeah, she's a
I
goner.
don't, dude. Well, I wish she wasn't, but she's the best, dude.
In
Yeah,
Better
no,
Call
she's good.
Saul.
No, she's
That's a
dead.
great show.
She's good looking.
She's
Great
dead, and then the other one that's dead is the one guy that he wasn't in the other one. In the
Mike.
Breaking Bad. Well, Mike dies in Breaking Bad,
Yeah.
but the Mexican guy that's
Oh, yeah, the young Mexican.
the young
Oh,
Mexican,
Nacho.
Nacho.
He's dead.
Nacho.
He'll be dead soon,
Nacho.
too.
He's dead.
Yeah, they're all dead
Nacho's
because
dead.
we all know who's gonna die. But I wonder how many shows are gonna do with Walter White. I do.
You think he's going to be in that?
Of course, I gotta because it's Better Call Schmal, not Brian Schmal that I grew up with, but what's his name?
Well, but the timelines must like be parallel, right? Because Mike's
Yeah,
dead.
well, they're about to intersect.
Mike doesn't die until Breaking Bad, and Mike's
Yeah.
alive this whole time. So they're about to go, and he's not full on scumbag Saul yet either.
He's
Yeah,
just
I think the
starting
end
to
of
It's
the
coming
end of
like
Better
this.
Call Saul will be the beginning of Breaking Bad.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe even a little bit into it, because you could still do Saul's business.
Yeah, he could.
Without, it was like all the sort of weird stuff that he's orchestrating to keep everybody going. There's what's his name, the white and the pink man.
You're right. They could actually keep going with Better Call Saul. It's a great show, dude. I love.
It could go beyond Breaking Bad, because then it goes down Nebraska and he opens himself up a little cinnamon shop that is
Yeah,
called
he's got a Cinnabon.
Salamanca Roll.
Salamanca rule.
I love it. I actually think it's better than Breaking Bad, dude. I think
I do
fucking
too.
Better Call Saul is a great show, dude. It's
My
great.
favorite show all time, next to Mr. Pickles.
So
I
I'm
prefer-
only to the part where he changes his name after he gets his license back.
It's a great
Better
show,
Call
dude.
Saul?
Yeah.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
Changed his
Yo.
name to Randy Hill.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites. I forgot how hokey they tried to make him when in Breaking Bad. So he's
Oh,
not
really?
that. I mean, they refined him in his own show, clearly.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm kind of surprised they tried to make that character what they made him after that. And he's like, talking about an actor, Odin Kirk.
Oh yeah.
I
He's
don't
not
know.
just a Tim and Eric genius.
I still.
He's
can
not a
only-
Mr. Show genius, huh?
That's all I see still. Even though he's a good actor and not shit. That's all I see is him just doing weird fucking skits on Mr. Show and
Tim and Eric was like, this
Yeah.
is, we got to bring this friendship back together because you know, Tim killed Eric's rascal.
I gotta start watching that shit again. I wonder if that'll hold up in my mind. Tim and Eric, I should rewatch that.
Yeah, it does. Well, it did for me anyway, because it's utter fucking madness and it's not connected to any time whatsoever. It's just
Right. It's just random. Did you guys see the new Hannibal special?
No.
not yet. No.
Dude, I suck
It's
at watching
interesting.
everything.
It's
Except
interesting.
for fucking 5 seasons of one show I can watch. But I can't watch a goddamn half hour of fucking something I like.
Well, no. Well, I never get to. I don't get to pick anything I watch, like the whole the Golden State Killer thing. My only interest in that is because Patton Oswalt's in it, but I don't really care that much. And so in the daytime,
So what
I
happened?
watch
Did his
little-
wife solve it or figure out who it was, or she just write
Yeah.
about it?
I think she pretty much solved it, and then she died, and then they
Killed
found
her.
or something.
It was his fucking great
Well, I
grandkid
think-
or something.
I'm pretty sure Patton Oswalt killed his wife because he was sick and tired of hearing about this fucking guy.
He's like, you know what I
He
did?
does seem super annoyed every time they talk to him in the show about it.
He was like, she was great. As soon as she died, I married this nice lady.
It was within a year. That's for goddamn.
Yeah, but I'm sure. I mean, like, if I think about the last year of my life, I think I could probably transition from wife and family to new wife.
No, I get it. I don't give
No,
him any shit for hell no.
No,
Especially
I
if
can
you're
understand.
rich, it would be easy.
Especially how fucking horrible would it have to be to go through something like that? And if somebody was like nice to you while that was happening,
Yeah,
I
you
think
fall in
you're
love
right.
pretty quick. I mean, I fall in love when I go through the drive-through. Like, she asked me what kind of drink I wanted. I'm like, that's my new wife.
yeah.
Where's Perez?
He said his internet's still out.
Oh, really?
Fucking
Yeah.
loser. How
was
does he not have internet?
It's because we were talking about the Ghislaine Maxwell last week. So they fucking thought it was at his house and they burnt his internet line.
That's awesome.
I don't know who Ghislaine Maxwell is.
I don't really know shit about her either.
No, she's
But- Apparently, the head honcho of all the pedophilia shit.
well, she was like when you have a girlfriend you manipulate and you get her to do whatever you want. That's what he did to
Yeah.
her. He's like, go get me a couple 14-year-olds, and we're gonna go fucking fuck her together. She's like, okay.
From everything, it sounds like she manipulated him a little bit too, though.
Maybe. Well, I know after her father died that she was looking for some more financial stability, but you would think that the dad left her money. I don't know.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, but once you're a billionaire, he probably didn't leave her $1 billion. It's
Mm.
a certain lifestyle that you're
Is that-
living.
Is that how it works? I didn't know you could manipulate your girlfriend. Because I'm drunk with COVID, and I'm fucking polishing the floors and massaging feet and shit like that. And I'm like, I just want a little kiss on my cheek right here. And no.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All you have to do, dude, is invite a girl over for a massage, and then turn over. I watched the documentary.
Yeah.
Nah. Well, this is. I guess that's just the problem. It'd be like, hey, Noemi, you won't even give me a kiss on the cheek, but will you bring me the 14-year-old girl? How's
That seems that's more challenging. They might do it.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I've had every.
I knew that you were a go-getter, and I'd just be like, just make sure you add about 15 years to that.
Every massage I've ever
Yeah.
had, I've had to tell them to give me a second when they say flip over. I'm like, hold on, I got a big ass erection. Well, just an average erection.
Well, this is I got this is you don't ever have to say give me a second. Just they say flip over and you like fart because you've been holding it in for half an hour
Yeah.
anyway. And then they're like, "Excuse me, I'm gonna go out and get some fresh air." And then that's when you start thinking about whatever you think about it. Your grandmother's funeral, a police horse getting shot in the head
Oh, yeah.
by a protester. You think about Paul's fucking face now.
Oh,
You suppressed him.
It's fixable. Just don't be an asshole. You go to the doctor and be like, hey,
Don't
fix
even-
this, and they'll fix it pretty easily.
Don't waste no money on that. You just fucking. All you gotta do is go find the real shiny little white pebble. Like that.
Plus, dude, you might get some painkillers out of it.
There you go.
I'm sure.
Don't go to the doctor.
I don't really fuck with painkillers though.
Well, then you bring them on over here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Put it in pill pressure.
Yeah, I seen that this morning. I seen Paulie's face was beat up. He's sending his stuff. I was sitting there like reading all these text messages over and over. Like I didn't know what to say. I'm sitting there typing stuff. It just sounds gay. Like, dude, I feel bad for you. I'm erasing it. Like, dude, fucking text messaging, dude. It's the worst.
Oh yeah.
It's the worst, dude.
Well, when I wake up and my telephone says that I've got 153 new messages, I don't even try. I don't even try.
Yeah, certainly.
Try.
Because I don't actually get the alerts, like the bzz, bzz, bzz. Because
Right.
if I had the bzz, bzz, bzz going on, I would never go to sleep anymore. You know? But it's still in my inbox. It tells me how many new messages I have. And
Nice.
then I'm just afraid to even look in there because I don't know.
I've
Maybe
had,
you guys maybe you don't like me no more. You've been talking to each other about how you don't like me no more.
Dude, I've literally had to change the settings in my car because of these
Because it buzzes
goddamn.
too much?
Yeah, no, it dings on my fucking car, and so
Really?
even if I block the text, so I've had this car for what, like 5-6 years, something, and I've never had one issue, and now every fucking 5 seconds, ding, bing, ding, bing. So I had to. So I don't know if I get text anymore because I just got rid of it. Mark,
was thinking
Mark
that.
doesn't
Hey, I
like you
think your
guys. He said,
I think your microphone is down on your chest again because I'm hearing.
Oh, my bad.
Sorry. There you go.
"Oh yeah, that's better."
I thought there was a.
Oh, that's
somebody
way
was in a-
better.
I thought somebody was in a babbling brook.
My bad.
Mark said that we're still yapping. He still hates
here.
us even when he's not on here. You guys better say something back to him.
Say good night, you jerk.
What do you say? I didn't hear you.
He
Oh,
says,
Marky?
He says, "Oh, we're still yapping."
Oh yes, we are,
And
Mr.
he says
Perez.
that this show is
Hey,
very
cut the door.
boring.
He also says he does pain pills on foilies.
Oh, does he
What's
now?
I believe it.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
it's all
smoking
coming
them up.
together.
Dude,
Smoking them out.
my cat's on what do you call it? Antibiotics. 'Cause she's got this fucking abscess on her goddamn chin. It's horrible.
Really?
Ew.
Yeah, but anyways, I got her a pill crusher. I was like, why the fuck didn't I get one of those when I was snorting pills all the time? What the fuck was wrong with me? They just smashed that shit on the table. They make things for
Yeah,
it.
right.
What the hell is
Right?
Anybody who doesn't use one who snorts things? Stupid.
It's kind of like
They're
when you
cheap,
find
too.
a weed grinder after you quit smoking weed.
Yeah. Dude, I guess I'm going to throw out all my... I have like 2 pipes I like, so I guess I'll throw out all my other ones.
Right. Just want to have it a bunch.
It's not like you give those away. People are like,
No.
oh, thanks
Why not?
for your
Especially
used
now.
pipe.
I got the stuff that will clean it. You just put it in there in the bag and you shake it.
Yeah, Polly will take your used pipe.
All right, you could have
Yeah.
my box of pipes.
Yeah.
But you're just going to break them anyways when you go rock climbing.
Yeah, right.
hmm
Oh,
I still think that's a euphemism for maybe smoking crack or.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah, exactly.
that's not a bad one. We got to go rock climbing.
Yeah, dude. Been doing way too much rock climbing lately.
How about that Mahomes contract today?
I think
Dude, it's money.
Oh, he got a.
they didn't
And they
give
say
enough.
Go ahead.
I think he fucked himself
Why?
because he signed a fucking 10-year deal. You know what he can sign in 5 years?
Isn't it $477 million guaranteed?
Yeah.
Did they
I
guarantee
think
the
that's
whole
what I
thing?
saw, dude.
Yeah, it's
Pretty
477
much, yeah,
He
dude.
fucked himself. He
Holy
could have gotten
shit.
$1 billion contract.
Jesus,
in 5
dude.
years.
He got a $500 million contract, dude. Fuck it.
Wow.
He's gonna get $1 billion in 5. You just wait and see
Dude,
when
it's
what's
Fucking insane.
Kyler Murray's gonna get a $750 million contract in a couple of years.
No, he's not.
Kyler Murray. I don't even know what team he plays for.
Nah, Mahomes is a once in a generation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
so-
I think he's got a chance to be the GOAT. He's gonna make I think he's got a real shot to do it. But
Yeah, he could definitely be the best ever,
I'm with
really.
you, though.
if
10
he shows
years is
any
a long
promise
time.
coming up, I mean, it's going to be terrible because some idiot. These teams always fuck up and they pay somebody more than the last guy because they feel like they have to. They're going to end up giving Drew Lock.
Right.
He got 477. I'll go with 479.
Yeah. Someone's gonna get it. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, it will be, and it's not going to be very long from now because that's what happens every single time.
I wouldn't be
You're
surprised
right.
this season.
Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning was like making $25 million. Dude, everybody's like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. And the next guy was like, it was just
$70
Joe
million.
Flacco. Yeah, here's Joe Flacco. Here's $30 million a year. But then that was like 5 minutes later, you know?
10
Right.
million though. I mean, 10 years is so long. I feel like for football.
Yeah, that's
Isn't that like unheard
Well,
of?
what?
It's
He'll
gonna
be
be-
what? 34?
No,
What was the
When
number?
there's been other contracts.
because there's still 2 years left on the contract he's on, and they added
Right.
10 years onto that.
Right.
So he's
12
got a
years.
12-year contract.
So what was the number? I didn't hear it.
477.
477 million
Jesus Christ.
guaranteed.
Oh my god.
Crazy.
He's
Guaranteed.
worth more. He's worth more.
But also, like, what if he gets injured in like this year, like an Alex Smith type injury? They have to pay
You're
him for
fucked.
12 years.
Yeah,
That's
well,
hilarious.
Yeah.
No, they get out of it.
Well,
Would
I'm
they?
sure
Not the guarantee.
COVID
Yeah.
probably had something to do with
They
it.
get out of it. Yeah, it's COVID, bro. Come on.
Well,
For
I'm
sure.
sure he was, like these times we don't know what the hell's going on, so we saw the money. He's like, "Fuck yeah, give me that money."
Do you see
Yeah.
football lasting long? I don't see it. Fucking.
No.
That's for another
I don't
thing.
think it's starting this year.
I don't think it starts this year
I
either.
think it might
I don't-
start, but I don't think it'll finish
I think
because
I don't
everybody
see
will
it.
be riddled with it.
it'll last the length of Mahomes' contract. I think.
Although I did see a couple of charts today that showed, like in New York, it's the tests, like they're doing the same thing. The tests are way up, but hospitalizations are 0.
Yeah,
What
New
month
York's
does
doing
football
really
start?
good.
But because they already ran through it, all the people who were already going to get sick got sick, and that's what I've been saying.
Yeah, I mean that's a
Let it roll. Let it roll.
yeah, that's a
Well, that's the nice part about it hitting Arizona like that. Is it's going to kill all the old white people.
hmm
And
Well, my grandma lives down there. She's an old white lady. She's like fucking 90.
you say a
Oh,
prayer
damn.
for that woman. You say a prayer for her.
where's she at?
They're cruising, dude.
You tell
They're
her
cruising.
you don't go outside of your house, Graham.
They're not. Well, they're in. She's in a little place down there. Little hang with all the other old folks.
She got a little
Crush there,
place.
Got a
Is it
little
one of those
spot.
old folks' homes where they're all
Nice.
fucking each other and they all got syphilis?
Probably. I don't know, but that's probably why they're healthy, dude. They're exchanging germs, dude.
Yeah, the syphilis is
exchanging.
killing all the
Dude,
COVID.
it's because
Welcome
old
back
people
and
are
forth.
disgusting. They can't keep one
I'm
fluid
sure.
in their body. It's disgusting. I hate
Yeah.
them all. Every fucking they cough, they sneeze, everything. It's gross.
Patrick sets a death date. He's like, when I hit 61, 6 months and 3 days, it's over.
I didn't say I wouldn't do
I'm
it,
not gonna be the old guy.
but I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna leak on everything, and I hope some kid says I fucking hate you. I really do,
I love it.
because it's disgusting. You can tell them. You can be like, okay, you just need to do this one thing, and you won't kill all of society, and they will do it because they suck. You get old and you fucking suck.
Fuck if I care, I'm done.
Exactly.
You see, they postponed Skankfest again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's crazy. March, I think, is
Now
when
we
it is
can
now.
probably do it.
I didn't actually see the date. I just heard
I think it's March.
Yeah.
it's a full year later.
Well, he
It's
needs
crazy.
to quit setting dates. He'd just be like, all right, we're going to do it when we're allowed to. That's what I would do. I know people
Right.
want a date, but I see that
Well, I
a
think
lot
they
of
have.
people.
Don't they have to choose a date?
Oh, I
You
don't
gotta
know.
get the venue and all that shit.
I'm sure the venue
know
would
that.
just be happy about it whenever. Or at least quit announcing dates. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I hear you.
I mean, they're starting to do
Hopefully
comedy
we're invited
shows
to
and
watch.
stuff. So, I mean, a few people. Didn't that Brian Callen and his buddy get
Brian
positive?
Callen and Brent Shaw both tested positive.
Yeah, they came down here. That's positive.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So Joe
Oh,
Rogan's
yeah.
probably not moving down there now, huh?
Yeah, he is, dude.
Who knows?
Why wouldn't he? Dude, why would they stay there, bro? Why would you stay in California and pay all that tax, bro, for real? Especially when you make as
Right.
much money as those dudes got.
Yeah.
18% or whatever they were saying, dude. 18% of your, it
That's
goes
why
straight to the
people
state.
hate-
Fuck it, dude. Fuck that. It's almost 20%, bro. It's a
Well, it's
huge
worse in New
raise.
York. It's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
They're gonna be
Like,
fucking
it's
homeless
straight
shit,
across
too.
the whole country.
Yeah.
Same with their
Should be
homeless.
50%,
San Francisco.
except for me.
San Fran just put like giant tents up and are allowing their home, but they're never gonna be able to get rid of that.
Dude, there's so many of them around here just in these
Oh,
last
they
few
will
months.
once-
It's crazy.
Tents are the first, and then they'll put up a fence. Then once they start bringing them in that fence, and then it's going to be like a nice little home, and then they're going to build like a huge thing. They'll put them all in there, and then all of a sudden that shit will burn down.
All right.
That's fine. No one likes homeless people.
They'll do like the geese at the parks in Colorado. They'll just be like, yeah, see, you can only eat homeless bones about once a month. Cause
They literally,
you know,
yeah.
they've been drinking out of the sewer, and you don't want to drink much more than one bone a month.
Oh yeah.
You, you eat 2 bones a month from a homeless man.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that's a true story.
What's that, the geese thing?
Yeah, that's
Well,
so
they
fucked
do it a
up.
lot, apparently. Not even just here. Did you hear about that, Paul? Or Matt?
What's going on?
They killed all the geese in Wash Park and they fed it to the homeless, and then a bunch of homeless people got sick.
Well, you can't eat those geese, can you?
No.
No, very clearly.
You're totally not supposed to eat those geese.
And they were so proud of themselves, like, hey, look at us. We're fucking doing the right thing here. We're killing a bunch of things and helping the homeless
I'm sorry
out.
to laugh, but
Nah, it's hilarious because they thought they were fucking
Golly.
really doing a upstanding thing. They thought they were going to get their merit badge. It's fucking insane.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
And Paul's just thinking, I eat them geese all the time.
I do.
What do you mean we're not
I don't
supposed to eat
even-
them geese?
I don't even cook them. I just fucking grab them by the neck, bite their fucking beaks off,
Mm,
and then send them on the way.
One bit back last night.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got your ass.
I'm just gonna keep making up different reasons why.
Hell yeah.
I'm looking at a
Is
little
your-
bit of the comments this morning, but Matt, your comment back from all of the shit was just like, damn, I guess that whoever found that $3,200 that made me laugh so hard.
They wanted it back. Hey, is your nerve exposed on that tooth?
I don't know.
You would know. That
Oh,
shit
yeah, you'd
hurt
know.
like hell.
Burn.
Oh, then no. It just hurts.
Didn't you have an exposed fucking root or something, Matt Diaz?
Oh, I've had them before. I mean,
Ugh.
not from knocked out teeth. Just
Yeah,
I
you
have
had to,
bad teeth.
I fucking had to
Yeah,
hurt
it's
like
terrible.
hell.
You know why he's got bad teeth? He's Irish.
Jew.
The Irish part.
Jew. Yeah, actually, it is. It probably is the fucking. And I didn't even know I was Irish literally until I did that fucking. I'd never do it again. But I did it before I knew everything. But I spit in that fucking
you
23andMe.
DNA, you moron.
That's how they come
I did. That was
killers,
fine.
bro.
That was like 5-6 years ago. I didn't know.
You did your DNA?
bro.
So you're an Irishman?
Yeah.
What else are you?
They got me. They hunted down my family. They're all gone now. I don't know where it happened to anybody.
Hey, as long as you're all right, who cares?
Well, this is literally what happened to me. Like I got it, and it was like, you're Italian, you're Iranian, you're Armenian, you're Middle Eastern, and one other stupid thing. And then like 5 years later, I had an email. It was like, nah, you're just Italian.
No way.
Imagine
I
if you
mean, that
got
makes
one.
sense, though. That makes sense big time.
Imagine if you got one of those tests and then they arrested your 90-year-old grandpa.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy
Well, they-
murders.
You know, actually,
what the
there's
fuck
a
is
good
going through
chance
your head?
that my Virginian
He's like,
grandfather
"Damn, I fucked
DNA
up."
is going to come up in this because I did that. He seemed like
Yeah.
a nice man, but I don't know.
He could have been a murderer.
I don't know about murder, but he could have been stealing pies off of some window seals or something.
Yeah. That's a federal crime.
I know he was stealing watermelons when he was a boy.
That's true. That's the only story he ever told us. It was that,
Yep.
and then something about a warship. He cooked some stew. And
And
that's
he
about
also, well, this is also great. They were on leave or something from the World War II, and they go into a city, and he's with his fellow sailor, which is black, which I'm not sure because I'm pretty sure they were still like not allowed to talk to each other or something like that. But maybe, I don't know. So they went to somebody's apartment, and they're like, "Where are we at?" And it was like, "Hey, this is Ella Fitzgerald," and I'm pretty sure they were just making that shit up. It was like, "Yeah, this is
her.
this is my buddy Betty."
it. Ooh, fucking Noni said that story?
Yeah, to me.
He was getting fucked up with Ella Fitzgerald? Because, I mean,
Uh,
why else
according
would
to
they
him.
be going to an apartment?
Well, yeah, he was on leave, and he was hanging out with some fella from the ship who happened to be, as he would say, an African-American descent. That's what my grandfather said.
That was an interesting story I've never heard.
He had a lot of interesting stories. He just didn't tell, and usually he didn't tell them to me. I heard them telling them to strangers.
I guess that's true. He did like talking to strangers. So I believe that. He was one of those people that would... He'd be like, all right, you guys go to your table. Like, you go to a restaurant, and he would come back 2 hours later. Like Paul, he would just go to everybody else's table, ask them what they're eating,
Nice.
tell them the price of produce in their city, and whatever. Damn it, our grandfather was fucking Paul. Interesting.
Well, I know. Yeah. Well, and then it'd be like,
No wonder we've kept him around so long. We miss our grandpa.
Yeah, I'm your pep.
Yeah.
no, that's not Peppa. Don't you ever say that. But that was my noni. That was noni. And I don't know, it'd be like, hey, Ma, I was just at the store. Next thing, they give me a whole bunch of grapes for only about 3 or 4 cents. And she'd be like, you better call your grandfather. You better call your grandfather, because he goes around store to store looking for 3 or 4 cent grapes. He will buy a $500 plane ticket right now for those grapes.
That's the truth. I don't know. I don't even know the cost of the things I buy. I literally just throw it in a fucking basket and deal with it when I'm at the machine.
I don't.
That's
Yeah,
I
just
I don't
realized
look
I
at
can
prices like he
Amazon
does.
shit. Groceries and shit, you can just Amazon them and they'll come in 2 hours.
Yeah,
I didn't
but
know that.
I would be annoyed. 2 hours?
Well,
Yeah,
it's
perfect.
I think I can understand why Noni had to go to 9 stores every day. It wasn't looking for the prices. I don't look for the prices. I go about 14, 15 different stores a day. And it's not about prices. It's about not being near the people I love.
That's true. I understand all of it. That's why Hank would fucking be like, oh shit, I gotta go buy a fucking this thermometer for the meat in fucking Wyoming. I'll be back. And he would just leave for hours.
Oh my god.
And he would just go to the Target down the street and then just fucking cry in the parking lot. Because he didn't want to go near none of his family. I understand.
I'm not smoking now, but when I was smoking it and I was like kind of hiding a little bit, I'd be like, yeah, shit, we're all out of fucking cotton swabs. and I would go to the store and then I would smoke in the parking lot and then I'd walk in and I'd buy the cotton swabs and come out and I'd smoke again. Like color up and be like, oh shit, I fucking forgot all about the cotton balls. And so I'd smoke a cigarette and then I'd walk into the store and I'd buy some cotton balls. And then I'd walk back out and I'd smoke a cigarette. And then I'd go home and I'd be like, ah, shit, I forgot the cotton squares.
I would do that shit too, but I would be like, they need me at the tavern, just like my grandparents. And then I would go to the tavern and just smoke in the parking lot.
That's funny.
And then I would leave about 45 minutes early for work every day. And then on the way, how you weave through Cherry Creek Boulevard to get up to Mississippi to go to like cross or whatever. So I do that, and there's a little park right there. And I go. There's a little baseball park where they play baseball with their bats. And I go to that baseball field, and I would just go right out to center field while they're playing the game, and I'd fucking light up a cigarette. And I just look at them while they're all spitting sunflower seeds at me. I didn't care about any of that. And I was like, I got 45 minutes to go to work, and I got to smoke about 4 or 5 cigarettes. And so they usually just call the game. They'd go back in their dugouts, and I'd just be standing there.
Just criticizing the kid. Choke up on the bat!
Anybody want to go party at the hospital?
Nope.
Even if we wanted to, they wouldn't let us in.
Have a reason to be there.
Yeah, they won't let you in unless you're having a baby or you're a patient.
So I had to go to the hospital a few weeks ago when I got stabbed and everything. Oh, I'm not supposed to talk about that on the show. Long story short, I was at the hospital a couple weeks ago, and they asked me, they ask you all those fucking shit-ass questions. Well, one of them was, do you have shortness of breath? I got to answer yes this time, and I wonder if they're going to treat me like a COVID patient. Maybe I'll just say yes, but that's because I have a broken rib.
Well, yeah, I mean, what are you going to do, lie about it? Why are you going to go to the hospital and then not tell them about your fucking broken rib?
Well, the big lady by the door when you walk in.
When they ask you if you have shortness of breath, just say, I think I have a broken rib. That's all you have to say.
I've got shortness of rib on my broken...
You know what I mean? Like, just tell them
Right.
straight out, like, I think I have a broken rib, so yeah, I'm going to have struggle breathing. I need to figure out, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, that's good. All right.
You
cool,
should be
I'll
an
do that.
asshole about it, too.
You probably have COVID, too, is what my guess is.
Yeah.
There's no
I've
way
already
he...
had COVID.
There's no way he hasn't.
We all
I've
have
already
it.
had
Yeah.
We all have COVID, bro.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
that's the beauty of the virus,
Right.
is that we already have it.
Yeah,
I'm
it
fairly
was
certain
already
I-
all around the world.
now they can sell you a vaccine that everybody's going to make you take because they've already convinced everybody they have to wear a mask.
Correct.
They've all the work's already done.
Yep.
Well,
It's
what's the
already
point,
done.
though? I mean, if you just one
Well,
person
who
make a
knows
lot
who
of money
knows
off
what
the
it is?
vaccine, though?
Yeah, I mean they'll make
Hey, let's
how much?
Well, I
come
know,
on,
but
dude,
why
how
is
much
that
money will they make on a vaccine?
insane
let's shut
amounts?
down $1 trillion a month economy so we can make $1 billion on this medicine.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
mean, but there's people who are fucked up, dude. And I'm not saying it's everybody. I'm saying there are some people out there who are fucking have nefarious things going on, dude. They're fucking.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not going to
I
disagree
mean, I
with
could
that.
see it. That's all I'm saying. I could see it. I mean, they've all the work's already done. That's all I'm saying. They've
Right,
already
for your
convinced
COVID
everybody to wear a
pass.
mask. You have to wear a mask. Everybody knows it. We all know. You know, everybody knows. There's people out there who are fighting it,
They did that shit in
but they're still gonna wear it. They're still gonna wear it at the end of the day because you have to.
They did that shit during
know?
the 1920 flu as well, though.
Yeah, but it wasn't the same, dude. I mean,
No.
I don't know.
And 20
We
million
weren't there,
people
so-
died back then.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When you look at the graph, like that New York graph it's very, telling what it's going to be. Yeah, there's a lot of people sick getting tested, but there's nobody in the hospital now
Yeah.
Right.
because you already ran through the people who were sick. And, it's sad. It's a disease, it's a virus that's shouldn't be here,
Well,
because
there's
it was probably put out. But that's the weird thing about it. What is it? What's the next part?
There's no
Because
real-
they're already saying, dude, what's that shit? The bubonic plague's going crazy in fucking China now, and they got fucking. There's just so
Right.
many people there. There's so many people, and that's why they have
Yeah, let's
fucking.
kill the China.
No, they're
Yeah.
killing their
Well,
stuff.
what about
dude.
India, though?
They've already got concentration.
They have almost
camps.
as many people. India has almost as
Well, you know
many
the
people as
difference is,
China.
don't you? They
So
don't
we
need
nuke them both. I like
animals.
you guys.
They do.
The way you
They
think.
What was that, brother?
They don't need animals in India like they do in China.
Yeah, India is but India
Well,
is
do you know
still
what the
a
cure
very
is? You know what the
dirty
cure to all this stuff is?
They just
country. What, Don Paisan?
Tofu.
tofu.
Oh, nice.
I like it.
Mark's been commenting a lot.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, like
exchanging germs, all right.
I
He
have it
wants
on
a
the
date,
screen.
too, with Don Paisan. And also, he's sending DNA all over the place.
Yeah, I got it on the screen. You just can't
Oh,
see
that's
it.
why he wasn't on the show tonight. He was ejaculating in a person and a woman.
That's true.
yeah, his pipes are clean.
Mm-hmm.
That's from Cabin Boy. Dude, it was funny.
Cabin Man.
Cabin man.
Hey, my internet is down, but my Netflix is doing okay.
Wasn't that the commercial, dude? I don't know.
What, the pipes are clean or what?
No, Cabin Boy, Cabin Man. I just remember that.
I love that movie. It's funny. I have a funny story about that. Is I brought a chick over to watch Cabin Boy because I really liked it and I wanted her to see it, and she thought I was just bringing her over to fuck. And then like years later, she's like, "Why the fuck did you make me sit there and watch that whole movie? You didn't even make a move." I said, "You could have fucked me the whole time, you idiot." And I was like, "No, it's Cabin Boy. It's a good movie."
And that girl was our mother.
And it's funny too because I kept giving her that look like, you see that scene? That was a good scene. And she's just like, "You're the fucking worst idiot in the world."
I appreciate art.
That's funny.
What a dummy. I probably could have got laid a lot in my younger day. I didn't even know
A
it.
whole lot. A whole lot. You were just so oblivious to everything.
I
You're
really
like, yeah,
was.
it's a great. You're like
Yeah,
high
whole lot
fiving.
of stuff.
High fives.
Ugh, disgusting.
Yeah, you like got punch his shoulders.
Yeah, yeah, baby, you like
See you later.
that. You should come see my band. Okay, sounds good. You like the music? It was fun, wasn't it? You fucking idiot. Fucking idiot.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I had a good old days.
Beautiful times.
I don't think I've learned anything from it though. I don't know if I would still do any better.
Yeah, I do it just the same, dude.
Yeah,
Actually,
absolutely.
I just do it just the same. Only make a couple little different choices throughout. Like, probably get a vasectomy when I was like 15.
Mm-hmm. Have you gotten a vasectomy?
No.
Ah, man.
No. Dude, I'm still in business, bro. I'm still working out here. I'm out here working, bro.
You want to have some more children?
Doing big things out here.
Oh,
No, I'm good.
Dave was saying he wants to start a family right now. I'm like, Jesus Christ, we're like 50. Don't start a family.
No. Dude, my oldest is almost 16, bro. No, I'm not starting over.
That's what I mean.
Jeez.
That's crazy. Yeah.
No way I'm starting over. Come on.
Like my brother,
Ooh.
I forgot he's here. He just started even he was 50. So never mind.
I know, I'm 50. People are like, you can have another kid. And I'm like, I didn't want this one.
No, they're amazing, dude. They're so fun.
No, I like her. She's very amusing. Very nice kid. It's just that if she didn't exist, it would be a whole lot better.
Nah, he told me once that when he was all trash that my life had no meaning because I had no children.
Nice.
And he's right. And so he would be miserable if he didn't have a kid.
I
More
think it's
miserable.
the other way around. My life has no meaning because I have a child. I don't need anything
Yeah, you
anymore.
can do whatever you want, whenever you want.
I'm
Yeah,
just
well, it's
telling
not
you, drunk people don't lie. They're just like children.
Oh, are you kidding?
They fucking.
You gotta hear the things I said to women when I was drunk.
I didn't say you don't lie to get things done. I didn't say that. But that's the truth juice.
No, but it's well, then if that's the case, then it's probably not worth having a meaningful life.
Right.
I mean, that's what we were put here to do, is to put fucking our white fucking phlegm into some girl's fucking gaping hole. That's all we're here for.
I think it would have been a lot better in the 50s or 60s to be a man and have a child. Way worse to be a woman.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my God, if I was born a girl, then no, it's okay. I like it. You know, you go outside sometimes, and they're like, "There's a bird," and you're like, "Yeah, there's a bird, all right."
Yep. Hey, Dad, that's a bird.
Curse.
It just gets more awkward and awkward the older they get, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. When she's still saying, "Daddy, look at the bird," when she's 16, you're like, "Oh shit, she's never moving out."
It's like, we got ourselves a little autismos.
Yeah, they don't give you apartments with Asperger's like they did when I was looking for apartments.
Right?
They don't do that as easily anymore.
No, they're going to be testing.
Yeah.
There'll be predictive crime on your phones, deciding what you're going to do.
Yeah.
They should give you a job or not.
That'd be interesting.
Did you guys hear about that? There's actually it's called Carbine 911.
No.
Yeah, some dude just got arrested for something he didn't do.
What, the Minority Report?
Basically, yeah. Carbine 911. It's like a predictive. Whenever you call 911 now on a cell phone, it hacks into your camera, opens it up, and it gives geodata to the authorities and uploads every single bit of information you've ever put on your phone into the cloud.
Really?
I don't have the cloud set up.
Yeah.
But I bet I've been texting and all that.
Call 911, they'll suck it right out of there.
Because even I always get emails, in fact, saying, "Hey, why don't you use the cloud, you idiot?" And I'm like,
Yeah. And then they tie it into if they think you're going to be around a crime, if they think you could maybe be associated in a crime, like maybe be a perpetrator through your data, or whether you could be a victim of a crime.
Well, they just got an algorithm to look for all the information. Because that's not some.
It's called Carbine 911, and guess who was a part of the?
Bill Gates?
Nope. Well, actually, maybe not Bill Gates. I know. I actually I don't know about Bill Gates, but guess the other name.
Obama.
He didn't kill himself.
Oh, Epstein.
Oh, Epstein.
Yeah, he was like the founder of the company.
Interesting.
Oh, wow.
And they're using it. It's like a thing that's going in right now. Actually, it was right. It was on Tim J. Dillon on his podcast this week. They had Whitney Webb on there, and she was talking all about it, dude. Craziness.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
You think Epstein ever was drunk on a $10,000 bottle of whiskey? Where's my 14-year-old? Texting people.
Right.
So he would have got in trouble by his own company.
He's texting W. He's like, I'm gonna tell him you crashed the airplanes in there.
Yeah.
And they're like, fuck you, you're going down, bro.
Right.
No.
I don't know.
What? They all have cell phones on different networks and shit that run different, I'm sure.
Well, that's what they were saying, how the cartel down there and
yeah, they have their own
in
network.
Central America has been doing so well because they created their own cell phone companies.
Nice.
As long as you guys sprint.
It says our national debt has increased $3.4 million since the podcast started.
Oh, beautiful.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Who's spending all this money?
Fucking
At what time?
Taco Bell.
Exactly.
People are at Taco Bell. They're hungry. I'm actually pretty hungry too.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, Luke, where are all the coins going, bro?
Let's see what he says.
Oh, we got somebody
Where all
in
them
chat?
coins?
I actually haven't. I used to fill up my bucket of coins like once a month. Or once every 2 months. I got about 6 coins in there. So they are not around.
Yeah.
I should go get some
People
coins.
are just think they're disgusting is my guess.
I kind of gave up my coins. I filled that thing up to the top not that long ago, and now I don't even care about quarters no more because I ain't been to work about 3-4 weeks or something like that.
What
Yeah,
about
it's
are they even? I bet you the banks aren't even accepting them right now because they think you're gross.
I don't know, but I mean, if you can't get them from the banks, it's weird, though, isn't it?
Maybe that's why. It's
I
too
can't
hard to
even go into my
disinfect.
goddamn bank. I gotta call up and make an appointment for next Thursday. And when I go, they take my temperature, and they're like, "What the fuck do you want? Why the fuck are you here?" And I'm
You
like,
go to the bank and they take your temperature. They put their finger in your ass.
Yeah, pretty. I mean, it's not that far.
It's not Patrick's doctor, guys. Calm down.
He has the same doctor and the same banker. My brother's been fingered by that doctor too.
I have been that fucking filthy deviant force.
He's just standing behind you, whispering in your ear. What do you?
He's not the whisper type. He's more aggressive.
He's like, ah, boy, I don't know. I know that it says right here on the chart that I should not do this to you until you're 42. But I don't know. You turn around a little bit. I know. I want to see if you shave your butthole.
Every time he's about to stick his finger in there, he's like, ugh, when he looks down there. So it must not be doing good.
Mine it was even worse when it was what's his name, Chisholm. He gave me the nut bag machine, and he'd be like, "Give me your nuts," and then I put out my nuts, and he'd be like, "Turn your head and cough." I go, "Puh," and he just started vomiting.
Oh, jeez.
He did not like the feel of my testicles every single time. Something was weird, and he was like, "It ain't hurting you, but I don't like this."
Luke said they got quarters in Arizona, but they're 37 cents a piece. I believe it.
I believe it too. It's whatever. What does it matter? You know?
It doesn't matter. Well, I'm gonna go eat
that's
a
what
vegan tofu hot dog.
When I saw it going backwards, though, I was like, dude, I just hope, just fucking reset it, dude. You know, just erase it all. What does
That's
it
what I'm
matter?
saying.
Money's already made up now. But the thing is then what would they do with everybody who is in poverty? You know, just keep them down there still.
You would have to
Give him a nice
start
house.
more- if you raise the deficit, It's not like you erase a deficit with yourself. You have to start a nuclear war with China.
Yeah.
You gotta get them to forgive you.
China.
Well, we'd have to take over China for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, duh.
Fuck China.
China.
Yeah, you
China.
tell them.
Hey, so you guys open up on the 8th? So
Who?
Wednesday?
Who's that?
The Bonnie Ray Tavern?
Oh.
We'll see.
That's according to Grubhub.
Oh, really?
Fuck Grubhub.
Yep.
That doesn't seem right because they don't know how to use it.
And then the website, or then Google says you guys are open tomorrow at 11.
Google doesn't pay attention. Dude, I fucking argue with people all the time because they're like, it says you're open from 11 p.m. to 9 a.m. I'm like, yes. And I'm like, yes, that's true, isn't it? You fucking
I
asshole.
came here yesterday at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and you guys weren't open.
Yeah.
And that was on the word of Google.
And I have no idea where they find this shit. And they're always like, your menu says, and I'm like, you went to this, and you went to our website. They're like, well, no. And I'm like, so how do you determine that? Go fuck yourself.
I didn't go to your menu. I went to the menu of the International House of Pancakes in Naples, Florida.
All right, I'm going to turn this bastard off. Anybody got any plugs?
Alright. No.
Yeah, if you're out tonight, about 9:30 to, I don't know, midnight, you can check me out at Rose Medical Center, ER Division.
Dude, if anybody
I'll probably be
shows
getting
up,
those scans and x-rays.
why do you always
I'm
wait
gonna
so...
be-
Probably.
I'm going to be at the dentist on Wednesday if you want to come through.
That's a good
Where
idea.
else am I going to be this week? Thursday, I'm going to be meeting up with how to get 25 grand out of a condo.
That's how you
That's
can
nice.
tell he's white. He's already got that dentist going.
Dude, why do you
Yeah.
always wait
Yeah,
so
dude.
long to go to the hospital after you're broken?
Because I think I could just walk it off.
Yeah, I did the same.
You've been to the hospital
he's-
more than anyone I've ever known.
I'd walk it off too, by the way.
Yeah,
See,
but
I
certain
gotta-
things,
gotta-
face
that
mask
part.
on now. It doesn't even matter.
if you can't breathe, I go to the goddamn
see.
doctor.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I'm
Anyways,
going right now.
thanks for joining us, Son of a Bitch and Bastard Show. Go to sofabab.com or sofababshow@gmail.com or just go to our link tree. If you go to sofabab.com, it has everything there. It's so exciting. Say goodbye, boys.
Bye, boys.
See you guys.
This is the greatest show of all time. Shut the fuck up!